Hey, Mr. Crowley. Anthony, good morning. Can you guys hear me all right? Yeah. Hey, Port Clinton, how you doing? Happy Father's Day to everybody. Yes, yes. I'm gonna change microphones here. Doing pretty good. Okay. Doing pretty good. But I can do the better next cheapo. Oh, that's cool there, Anthony. Yeah. Yeah, it's raining over there. Yeah. Nacho, good morning, good morning. Oh, here the sun's coming out. They're selling out their drones for some odd reason over in the U.S. Well, because a lot of guys are not agreeing with the new rules come out and all that, and they're all getting rid of their drones. Yeah, a lot of people here in Canada got rid of their drones. Yeah, it's it, Nacho. Yeah, exactly. Hey, good morning, Adelaide, Justin, Godfather. Lewis P. Floyd, good morning. No, not that one. Hey, Centroid. Oh, they got it working and everything last night. Yep. Finished around 5 to 12 last night. They got everything working. Yeah. Riley, how you doing? I sent you a link, Hadley, Justin. I don't know if it's too early for you. It helps if I push play. Hey, Nacho. On your parrot, none of the apps are working. Oh, if anybody can give a hand to Anthony Benson, it'd be much appreciated this morning. It's FPV Friday, Sunday, Riley, this morning. It's all about FPVing this morning. Okay. Okay, Justin. I was saying the cheap seats. That's okay, Riley. Don't be sorry. Mhm. Your day's gonna be full there, night train. Yeah, the build finished around 11:45. They got everything working on it. So I was very happy for them. Now he's gonna do his maiden flight this morning. It's a hit and miss day here. Yeah. Okay, Justin. Hey, back from the sky. How you doing? No, thank you very much. Yes, yes. Happy Father's Day to everybody. Uh, so, uh, so Nacho rolling. So you got your day off of work today, I hope. Take a relaxing day. Yep, creator on YouTube is one of the same. Yep, true, Anthony. Hey, Joel Southgate. Good morning. Long time no see. You're not looking forward to go back to work? That much work, right? Oh, cool there, Anthony. I've been busy posting vlogs on my channel all about wrestling. No, I have one more. Okay. Oh, cool, Nacho. Well, everybody check out Joel Southgate. Yep. I know I'm missing a few again this morning. They've been taking my guys off there all week. But I'm not worried about the numbers. No more. I used to be very worried about the numbers, but forget it. Well, we got this. It rained so freaking hard here yesterday. Last night. It was ridiculous. And now the sun's out. I have a feeling we're going to have a nice day today. We're up late charging, and now you're up early for droning. You're super tired. Yeah. What do you want? You just came in. I put your bones in your dish. Go look in your dish. Go on. You want to go out in the front door? You want to go on the patio? Okay. Give me a second, okay? You want to go now? Okay. Guys, I'll be right back. My dog wants to go outdoors. So, go outdoors. Come on. She just went outdoors. She wanted to lay in the sun on the balcony. Working on her tan. Her nails, we can't cut them because her things are too bloody close to I'm not going to cut them, that's for sure. Probably should have vets one day, and no way in hell to cut them. Even if vets are nervous about cutting them. There you go, Nacho. Hey, Frog Push Eye on Weather. How you doing? Ralph Morick. How you doing? Yeah, I know you're joking. Well, at least it tells me where she is, huh? Yeah, we got one of those, Hadley. Yeah. Doing good there, Frog Push. Everybody check out everybody's channel.
Hey.
Hold Hold on. I gotta put my ears on. Hold on.
Really? I can't hear you, Roger.
Hey, how's it going?
Can you hear me, Roger? Because I can't hear you, man.
You can't hear me?
Oh, all right. Look, if you can hear me, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna use Chrome. I'll be back. I'll be
Okay.
back.
Okay. I can hear you. I know that. Yeah, I know, Nacho. Yeah. When she was a pup, Kim used to do them every month or 2 months, but now they're pretty hard to do. Oh, he was there. Your XJB 145 is all set up. Every 2 weeks, Neil Brian? Okay. Hey, Drone Pool. Well, thank you very much, Drone Pool, and happy Father's Day to you too, and to everybody. Yes, sir.
I think I hear you, Roger.
Yeah, well, you should.
Jesus. Well, all right. So the first time was is Safari is my usual go-to browser. I'm on a Mac, and it just doesn't jive anymore.
Okay.
So then I opened up Chrome, but because that's associated with me at school, and I'm all on that, it was like a private server and blah blah blah. So you saw me pop up again, and I was like, oh, I'm on the school server. I clicked that. Oh, crap. All right. So here's my problem. My daughter is doing her homework, and I don't know if you know that map there.
Yeah.
It's you guys, right? Eh?
Mm-hmm.
Right. What the heck was the question? Canadian Shield? What's the Canadian Shield?
A Canadian Shield?
No, the Canadian Shield?
It's called Canadian Shield.
It's called Canadian Shield.
It's
By the Nelson River?
It's around the Hudson
Oh, wow.
By the Hudson Bay.
And it's in Quebec.
Quebec. It's in Quebec.
It's in Ontario too.
In Ontario too.
It surrounds Hudson Bay. What is that?
Yeah, so it's all around Hudson Bay.
Was it mountains?
Mountains, maybe?
What is that?
Canadian Shield. Canadian Shield. I think I think it's maybe for the mountain.
Maybe for the mountains, he said.
Is it mountains? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like shielding the Hudson Bay, I think, is
Yeah.
the Canadian Shield. We're trying to do it without Google, so.
Oh, okay.
Googling that crap.
Oh, my wife's Googling that crap, as she said.
Yeah. Google it because I think it's the mountains, but Google.
Yeah, Roger says he thinks it's at the mountains.
Yeah.
It would make sense.
It makes sense, but of course, a lot of things don't make sense.
Centroid.
The map we have from 1984 doesn't make sense.
The map from 1984 that the school gave my daughter doesn't make sense, so that would be a problem. Yeah.
No, it sounds like our drone license here too. Our drone license exam, same thing, doesn't make sense.
Well, all right. So it's funny you say that. Here, let me pop this chat out here so I can see it. But I got some stuff to say. Let me see. You're in trouble today, Roger.
Yeah.
Thanks. All right. So here's I don't know if anybody's seen this, but yeah, you say and talk about the drone laws, right? Well,
No, I'm talking about the drone laws. I'm talking about the exam.
Oh, okay. So that all encompassing. So here's my realization today. And if anybody was up early this morning and saw XJet put out a video about TBS, Team Black Sheep, not to get political in here, but it's like outside political and just kind of world craziness. But here are my thoughts. And he made a couple of cool things about this, cool points about this. One of the points that kind of stuck in my craw was he said, places in the world, societies in the world, say that people can have a gun and not have to take a test, like Canada and United States. We can just go out and get a gun. But yeah, we got to get a permit, but we don't have to take a test to own a gun. But we have to take a test to play with a toy or a drone or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
That's the off-kilteredness that I'm feeling right now. That's just like nuts to me, because
That's
you
stupid,
potentially could kill somebody,
Yeah.
but you don't have to take a test. You just have to get a permit to say, okay, you can have it.
Yeah. It's weird.
You have to take a
weird.
test to drive.
Yeah.
You have to take a test to fly, but you don't have to take a test for a gun. That's crazy to me.
Uh-huh.
And I've shot guns before. I don't own gun,
Mhm.
but I'm not a gun nut for or against, but it's just that kind of.
Yeah.
So I'm watching that XJet video. The XJet video was talking about the TBS video that they just put out about the protest that's happening in China, about the umbrella protesters. And what's cool and what I'm all about in looking at drone technology is the ability to do all the peripheral things with it that normal cameras can't do or normal industries can't do because of this new technology, the drone that flies through the air and that you can see.
Yeah.
Well, man, TBS put out this great video about the drone or about the protesters, and they had an FPV drone flying through the hell on earth that is happening in China because of the government wanting to extradite Hong Kong citizens back to mainland China. Now that's a dangerous thing because, China, as we know, is a police state, surveillance state, very horrible place to not be the upper echelon of people. And Hong Kong was a place that was democratic and free because of Hong Kong or of the UK until the 90s.
Yeah.
And now these people are struggling to keep their freedoms and the drone. And as I said on my Facebook post, the drone shows this unbiased. You see exactly what you see. You take away from what you want to take away from it, but you're shown the police and you're shown the demonstrators and you're shown what happened. And there's no wiggle room for that factoid. You either see it the way it's right, that this is horrible thing, or you see it the other way and you're messed up in the head to see it that way. And that's crazy to me because that is so powerful. And if any of you want to see it, I won't put the link in here, but go to Team Black Sheep's webpage. And it's up. It's the first one up. And it's sad and beautiful at the same time, which is a horrible dichotomy, but it just
I know.
craziness. But here we are on a Sunday morning.
Hey, Nanya, how you doing? Good morning.
Yeah, I'm backing off there, Centroid. I just had to spew. I'm sorry. It's not our politicalness, It's just what's happening.
Yeah, what's happening in the world.
And I think that drones, show that coolness in a way that there's no other way to show it. And but back from the sky.
How's your weather down there today? How's your weather down there, Lewis?
Rainy.
Raining. Okay.
Yeah, it was beautiful one day. We only get 1 day at a time. Just one day at a time.
Here.
My cats gave me this morning.
Cool.
I'll read it. It says, "Dear Cat Dad, thank you for being my dad. If some other man was my dad, I'd piss on his shoes, claw up his face, and go find you. Love, Sid and Stella, my two cats." My daughter and wife obviously got this for me because the cats don't have thumbs and can't do that. So. But they'll piss on you if you're not.
I sent you. Yeah.
Centroid's coming on this morning with us. Is that what he's doing?
Yeah.
I had enough of that guy yesterday.
If you guys see I lose the internet, I'll be right back.
We won't abuse this. I won't abuse it.
No, because when Kim opens his computer, I lose my internet now. So
We'll tell Kim not to open his computer. How does that work, Roger? What?
Because I got a lousy internet service.
Oh, so it just.
Yeah, it's even getting worse now. So I tried the phone yesterday, an hour and a half waiting time on the phone. They said you got an hour and a half to wait before somebody answers you. What the hell with that?
Yeah, because they got a lot of problems they're trying to fix.
Yeah. One time the line was busy for 2 days. Couldn't even get it.
Yeah.
And that's bad. For Bell Canada, that's bad. I'm not going to put it on moving dates or nothing like that, because when you're moving, it's usually the last week of the year, month. Because here everybody moves on the 1st of July here.
Yeah.
The only day we get off, like Canada Day, to celebrate, it's like your 4th of July.
Oh.
But here in Quebec, they decided to make everybody move on the 1st of July. So we can't celebrate our holidays.
That's nuts. Oh, that's government for you.
Mm-hmm. Everything's spicy. How you doing? Every Joe Media lies. Look at the picture of 6 John on the ground. Amen. On each side.
One says it's a 6. Yeah. Well, yeah. Perspective. I know. I get it. Perspective. But in perspective, there's bias or biased intent in anything that you show. I mean, even for the fact that we saw there's a bias of a video, but the cleanest of we can get our media is the best. That's pure journalism. And perspective is everything. And that's why perspective is important in unbiased media, so that everybody can take their own opinion. Yeah. Media and true journalism is not supposed to give you your opinion. That's what we forget.
Good morning.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, how you doing, Paul?
Oh, I'm on a rant, man.
I know.
On a rant. Don't you talk 1 second. I'm going to just talk all over you and never get to get a word in edgewise. And I'm going to just keep talking.
Now.
I heard about that from you yesterday. We don't need to revisit that.
So I hear it's raining at Lewis's place. How's it? We're doing your place there, Centroid.
Oh, same. It's raining. It's supposed to clear up by the evening, but hopefully by the golden hour I'll get some flying in. But that's about it.
Okay.
It'll be wet. I'll have to wear my boots, of course. Every field here is a mud puddle.
Hey, you know what? I forgot to give you that plate for that for the timing system.
Oh, that's right.
Protector. And I forgot to take it out of my garage. So
no problem.
Don't crash.
I'm not going to use that if I fly. So I'm just going to go out and find a place to.
Are we at the 3 rules again? Yep, night train.
Yeah, 3 rules. You let Louis P. Floyd in and he busts all the rules up. I'm sorry, guys.
So
Roger sent me a link. I didn't solicit him this morning. So what he gets is what he brought on himself.
Night train. I sent you a link also a long time ago. I'm gonna say Centroid. So you got any repairs to be done?
Not
what
anymore.
A question.
not anymore. Not anymore.
No, he's made them all.
Yes.
Now he's ready to break it again.
Yes, exactly. I'm ready to break. So yeah, no. The last thing I went to fly one of my builds yesterday with Lewis, and it just wasn't. I guess it wasn't paired up very well, so I wound up having to switch out the receiver, and it's flying now, fine. But aside from that, we're all good.
Hey, Brent Ariel, hi. How you doing?
Did you try to rebind it to that particular receiver? Or?
Yep.
Probably just a dud receiver now or something.
Yeah, that's okay. Like I said, that receiver's been on there a while. Not that.
Which one was it? One of the really small one. The RXS.
The RX. Yeah, one of those. And I took the opportunity to, when I binded it, make that into one model like you suggested on the controller. So
okay. So you're just on S-Bus and
and I have that. So I renamed the channel, got rid of the old one on the controller, and we're all set.
Cool.
So
Night Train says try to update the RX also.
I could do that. I could
Yeah,
try it. I didn't
that's
throw.
fine.
I don't throw anything out. It's there if I ever want to try it. But,
And you know what? It's probably just broken
yeah. Well,
because you play with your toys hard
Oh yes, I'm hard on my equipment. Yes.
for now.
Nanya, it's raining over there also. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, Anchoy, we might have Waxfire might be here when you guys come down.
Oh, cool.
for
I don't
flying.
know. If, I think I have Waxfire subbed, but I don't think I've
Yeah.
ever seen
He was
Waxfire on your
He
panel.
was on the live stream last night when they were doing the build.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He lives here in Quebec, in
Nice.
Montreal. I live on the other side of Montreal.
Yeah.
So he's not too far away from here.
I'm assuming Night Train's referring to the learning curve as far as flying, maybe repairing, or all the above.
All of the above, brother.
I'm going to call it the crashing curve myself.
Vote all of the above.
Yeah, Nanya is raining also. I guess, well, today we got sun right now, so, but it's very cloudy, but the sun's in and out.
Yeah, night gear. I mean, yeah, Night Train. Yes, it's hard on the gear. That's for sure. If you're gonna try,
I was looking at his quad yesterday, and like half of it was missing.
it's not that bad. I'm trying to fly on 2 props. Yeah. Well, they ain't pretty, that's for sure. I try to clean them. I can't keep up with that.
Hey, Mr. Crawley, good morning.
Hey, Mr. Crowley.
Oh man, rain every day today. Next 7 days.
I know. I looked at the weather too. I was like, "Geez, man."
Oh, it's supposed to be okay tomorrow. I thought, at least by me.
Yeah, it'll change.
Yeah, 10% chance of rain, which means it'll happen.
US goes online.
Check it out. My daughter did this for me.
Aw,
It's pretty cool. It's on a
Oh,
canvas.
nice.
nice, very nice. Mr. Crowley.
Yeah, we're supposed to be in the 70s for the next 3 days after that. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. All week you're supposed to be in the 70s. Thursday, rain.
Hmm.
No, that's good. So how long did you guys get to fly yesterday? How many packs about?
1.
You serious?
I got more in. I actually got enough for another video. I got that one spot, that one flip that I wanted, Mark.
Nice,
so.
nice.
Well, I wish it was just prettier sky out. That's
Yeah.
all.
No, we were working on that timing system, Roger. So I didn't get to fly. Lewis was flying because his property there, too many trees, too many trees.
Yeah, a little dangerous.
For me. So he did the racing, and I tested. I was just keeping an eye on the timing system, making sure it worked, and learned a little bit about that. Then we headed out to a school. I flew 1 pack. He flew a couple. Then I headed home.
Okay.
So
Curtis Dart says, "Morning, guys."
good morning.
So
I don't know.
if I want to start doing flying FPV or an acro, should I go whoop or bite the bullet and go all in?
I'm the wrong person to ask that one, dude.
So you got a couple of options. I like giving people options. So going all in means the pocketbook's going to hurt.
Yes. Oh,
but you know that's a way to learn. You could do it a certain way where I kind of, that's the way I did when I went all in on it. And that was back in the day when nobody was around and there was no help. There was just basically flight test and a couple of channels that kind of knew about multi-rotors and stuff like that. But what I did to learn, and I was really adamant about learning, was I did I did toys. The Tiny Whoop wasn't around by then. I bought a Andromeda and put a small FPV camera on it and learned how to fly on that in my house while I was building a quad. while I was finding the best simulators that were crappy out there at the time, while I was trying to learn fly line of sight, while I was trying to learn locked in Horizon Acro or Horizon or what's the other one? I can't think of it. The other one where you can kind of flip and still stabilized, and in Acro. So I was like trying to get my feet wet and everything. And because I did that, the learning curve, I made the learning curve really steep for myself, but I was able to cross and transfer knowledge from each thing. My line of sight abilities helped my FPV abilities, which helped my line of sight abilities, which helped my flying in stabilization mode, which helped my flying in acro mode. So it all kind of molded together for me. But the question most people have is, what should I start in? Should I just go acro, or it depends on if you want to spend a lot of money or don't. And there's a whole other way to go, which is do flight simulators first. Buy the goggles, buy the Taranis or whatever you're going to buy, invest in it that much at least, because then you could resell those if you don't like the hobby. But you can at least use the equipment that you're going to use, and you'll grow with that equipment. Get on a simulator, see if you like it, see if you can do it, see if you're going to stay with it, then get a tiny whoop, learn how to fly line of sight, learn how to fly FPV. If you're still into it, build your own quad.
Oh, Lord, I got yelled at. I got yelled at for trying to buy a pre-made.
Because you're gonna break it. You're gonna break it, and then you're sitting around. Well, I don't know how to fix it, or you give it to somebody like me or now Mark, who will fix it. But then at the same time, you get mad at that person, like, why aren't you fixing it faster? Well, it takes time. It takes dedication. It takes skill. It takes knowledge. It's the part of the fun of the hobby. Yeah. So if you're not going to put yourself through that, and kind of go with the ebb and flow, then get out of the hobby, because you're not going to like it. And that's just the honest truth, because it does. There is a learning curve to this. You don't just get into FPV. Yeah. You just don't. Ask him. He's still not into it yet, and he's still getting into it, and he's dedicated, and he's doing it the right way. He's taking everybody's advice. He's learning how to. He's flying with the tiny whoop. He's been on the simulators. He's been in discussion, and this forum is extremely important too, because people can talk and exchange when people like me don't shut up.
Give me a second there. Michael Bandy, how you doing? Nunya, okay, have a great day, my friend. You be safe out there. Chris Hope, happy Father's Day also. I don't know if you're a father or not, sorry, but happy Father's Day to everybody.
Are the commercials paid?
Yeah.
I love that. That's just one of the gitchy things about this thing. Is you gotta stop and tell and let Roger give it out to people, because that's what I come in for. I want to hear Roger say hi to me. I do. I no kidding, man. I want to hear Roger say,
Paul, stop. Good morning, Chris Hope. How are you? Okay.
Seeing that back and forth helps a lot.
I say hi to you every time you come in the chat.
Yeah, you do. About? Yeah, you do. Yeah. That's what I love. That's what I like. I want to see, because what I do is, like, if nobody knows like what this is all about, like I'm talking to a new friend or a new person or something like that, and you guys are on, and I got my phone, and I was like, watch this, guys. This is awesome. I'll go in. I'll turn you on, and I'll say, this is a Canadian Drone Hub. And I tell them all about you guys and what it's all about. And they say, watch what happens. I put my name in. And then, it's amazing. Everybody says, oh, hi, Louis P. Floyd. How you doing? And Roger's like, how you doing? And it usually 9 times out of 10, it impresses the person, like, oh, you're somebody.
Check out that link that Curtis Dark put in. He's thinking of this, he says.
XBJ 145. Yeah, that's okay. So that's like a toy. Without looking at it, I think I've seen it before. Let me see. That's like a toy grade drone, which is good because they're cheap.
He's also got the Marmot 5-inch ready one. He's linked in there too.
Oh,
Armaton.
Oh, no, 3-inch. Oh, never mind. My bad. I was thinking of something else. Yeah. Oh no, that's a serious little drone right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the HDRR. Oh no, yeah, I've seen this one before. Okay, so this is a cool drone. The one I'm looking at is the HGLRC 149. It's now this is a nice drone, but I would not go with this. Not for you. If you're a beginner. Simply because you're going to break it. And if you don't know how to solder, you're going to be out your drone for however many days you can't figure out how to fix it.
Artco Solutions in the house. Drone Solutions. Good morning, Artco.
But this is a drone that I would suggest for you, if we're talking, that you want to get into the hobby for later on. This would be a good little next step level, right? I mean, this is like it's a toothpick, meaning, well, almost a toothpick. It's a micro, not quite to this toothpick status. Smaller motors and smaller props would make it a toothpick, but this is top. Mark, talk to your experience.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you busted your Tiny Hawk, which is the same size,
Right. Yeah.
you know, soldering kind of put you off on it, didn't it?
What do you mean by put me off on it?
Well, did you were in fear to solder onto the thing?
Oh, it was so damn small.
Yeah,
I mean, it was really, really tiny. But I actually soldering the tinier joints was much easier than the bigger ones. I found.
Really?
So yeah, well, because it was so quick. You know, it was like,
oh well, yeah. But some people are afraid of the space in between.
well,
That's what at least that's what I was afraid.
well, with my eyesight, I did invest in a decent magnifying glass and LED light. So having something to magnify did help. So yeah, and I didn't just break it; I melted it.
Yeah, you caught it on fire.
it kind of
Your flying was on fire.
It burst into flames on my desk. Oh Lord.
Need something to hold GoPro 5. Okay. Frogfish on eye weather. Well, why do you want to hold a GoPro 5?
And on what?
Well, that's what he's asking for. Is what should I put it? So my question is
it for a drone or a
yeah, apparently.
quad? Okay.
We are in a drone hub here, I think, Mark. So.
Smart ass. I'm talking about, is it for an FPV quad or something?
Well, that's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at because if there's a ton of ways we could go. We could go Cinewhoop or Cinnabon, as my friends.
No. I got to go back to your last statement. Yeah, we're on a drone hub, but how often are we talking about drones? Sometimes.
Well, when Tinky Winky makes an appearance, we're never talking about it. Oh. I just do that now to see you just go.
Cringe. It's teeny weeny to you, sir.
Oh, sorry. So it's even worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh goodness. All right. Well, anyways, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, nothing about drones.
No, GoPro 5 for frog push eye on weather.
On weather. Frog push eye on weather. I'm buffering at 144. That doesn't help us, guys. Oh, he must be like can't hear us.
Refresh maybe. I don't know.
F5. Press on F5. You won't bug. It'll come back.
So I'm going to ask him this: what do you want to use it for? In the chat, because that'll answer a lot of questions further on down the road for us. Because if he says, I want to use it for FPV freestyle, then we know what type of drone to put it on. If he says, I want to use it for cinematic photography, then we've got a choice. We could say, well, you can go DJI, you could build your own type DJI, or you could do Cinewhoop, which is, so I'm trying to get like think about how to ask questions or come back to questions like this with a question that is going to give me the most information without saying, okay, now you got to this and so I think that question for him might give us more information.
Okay.
I take pictures for YouTube. Okay, so you're looking for Cinewhoop or possibly a DJI kind of very still.
He hasn't quite said it's for a drone yet, to be honest with you.
Fox, how you doing? Good morning.
I'm not so sure what he's going to mount it to, I guess.
No, on computer only phone. Okay, all right. So I might as well just leave.
See ya.
But you know what? I'm gonna make more coffee. How about that? Maybe
Actually, I need
maybe
to. Oh no! Back from the sky. Don't ask. Don't ask. I hate everybody. I really do.
Swift Fox just posted some vids last night. There you go.
where's my sock? Let me get like
Power Boy Woods, how you doing?
it's a tinky winky. Frog push on eye weather. Yes. Yes. What?
Yes, Mr. Crowley. I hate everybody.
Kim says you guys be nice to each other in there.
Kim, you come out and make me.
Yeah. Make us.
He said, I will.
I'll get Tinky Winky after you. Mark, who's Tinky Winky?
I don't know who Tinky Winky is, to be honest with you. I think unless you're talking about Teeny Weeny.
Thank you. He said it again.
There you go.
Hey, Power Boy, I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good.
I know your goal is just to get me to say it.
Remember, Mark, I control the environment, which in turn controls you.
I see. There's this little red button here that I control.
Oh, goodness. My name is Tammy, if it helps. Yes, it does. Hi, Tammy.
Nice to meet you, Tammy.
Don't mind Mark. He's just he just doesn't wear socks the right way.
What? For what it's worth, Tammy, I just subscribed to your channel. If nobody else here is going to do it, Lewis.
I gotta go get coffee. I'll be right back.
Okay. What's that, Kim?
You're trying to tell me he has left and right socks?
Yeah, he's got left and right socks.
I don't know what Lewis is trying to say. He's making stuff up.
Yeah. He's laughing.
Yeah, it's got to make some coffee.
Well, I'm going to have to do the same shortly.
No problem. Me too. I got like some. Everybody check out everybody's channels. Whoever doesn't have each other, check them out. Support everybody. Kim's sitting in the kitchen at the kitchen table having his first coffee. He'll be making his appearance pretty soon.
You only wish. Sounds like they're having fun without me anyway.
Yeah, that bill went pretty easy though. Well, pretty easy. They had a little bit of problems at the end, but
What was the issue? Did they say? Or
no. Well, they said, but I can't remember. Sorry about that. This has been brought to you by coffee. Yeah, there you go.
not enough coffee?
I went to Costco the other day and I bought the big can of Tim Hortons.
Oh Lord.
That it cost $19 for the big can, and when you go to the store or whatever, it costs you $23 for the small can.
Yeah, right. But what is that for? A Keurig? Don't you use a Keurig now, or is that for?
Yeah, I used to with the curry. Yeah.
But do you? I mean, you say the big can is like a big box of the little cups, or do you use? No, I use the.
It's a can of
It's instant. Okay.
I got a little thing. I just put the coffee in. I just shove it in the curry, and then.
Oh, okay. So you use the reusable thing in the Keurig.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, it's a little bucket. I never used to drink that kind of coffee every morning, but now I'm gotten used to it.
It makes you piss like a racehorse.
Uh, oh yeah, that Tim Hortons goes right through you. Believe me. I wish everybody a happy Father's Day.
As a father, I'm not a father, but I've been called many times a mother.
I usually say happy Father's Day to all you mothers, but I thought that'd be inappropriate on your channel there.
Okay, don't even start on me. Okay, it's too early. I'm not coming to the door to get you.
I didn't say the F word. I referred to it in a manner of speaking.
Yeah.
Oh, Lewis is back. Stop talking about him. I don't know. Maybe he can't hear us now.
Yeah, I can hear you as he runs away. Oh, Kim,
Hey,
how you doing, sir? Oh, great. Now I'm gonna have to resize my popped out because I can't have that sitting over Kim. Let me see here. There we go.
You're blaming Kim for the inconvenience of opening a window bigger.
First world problems, brother.
Paul Murray, how you doing? Good morning.
Oh Lord, here's Paul. Well, everybody's going to get to learn that sooner or later if they haven't figured it out by now. If you enjoyed cringe moments, give it a few minutes.
All right. So now that I have my cup of coffee, I can now navigate over here to Frog Push. Well, Tammy. Go to her channel. What's happening here? What are we doing?
hey, Paul Murray. Frog push eye on weather.
Columbus, Nina, Pinta. Yeah, we have the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa. Oh no, I shouldn't say that. it's a song from.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But we've had the replicas go through Oswego Harbor. I'm looking at Frog Push, her video about the Nina, the Santa Maria, the Christopher Columbus ships there. Christopher Columbus, Nina and Pinta, Part 1. That's her video. 3 minutes.
Swift Fox, sorry.
Turn that down so I can watch it.
Lewis. Centroid.
Yes, Kim.
Wow.
What's
How
up? It's
How you doing?
oh, okay. It's not raining.
It is here.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's raining here.
Yeah, that's the same kind of replica thingy that comes through the harbor where I live. Where is that, Frog Push?
I heard a story, something about you killed a drone or something like that, or caught it on fire, or what?
Oh no, that was the baby hawk earlier on when I grounded it out somehow and it burst into flames on my desk. I fixed it, but it's still missing in action. So
Is that what brings you out, Kim? Carnage and destruction.
apparently.
How do you say that? I live vicariously through you guys?
Yeah, that's. I think that's it.
Hopefully learning from my mistakes so he doesn't repeat them.
Right. You got it. He's the smarter of the three of us. East Texas. They're in Paris, Tennessee. Okay. All right. Swift Fox FPV. I don't think I have that.
I got to check Swift Fox. I got so many channels.
I know. I gotta go back through and
I got
read.
Swift Fox.
I don't have him or her or whoever. I went
You know
to
what?
church 6.
You know what? I think I'll finally sub you, Lewis.
Thank you.
You know, I'll look into that.
Hey, my wife isn't even subbed to me yet, so I still have subs. I still have people to win over out there. Wow, Swift Fox FPV. Let's see. You got some videos here. Just rip it at the park.
Roger making coffee.
You know, that's not a bad idea. I'll be right back.
In the field, 51 views. What's this one like? Let's check this one out. Oh, he's got an intro too. Man, back in the day, I used to have an intro on my videos, and everybody used to call me out and say it was lame. Like, why do you do that? I used to put up. And I got afraid. I gotta honestly say, I used to put up the logos of the equipment I used to use. Like, so if I was running a Luminaire frame, I would put, I know it's all copyright and stuff like that, but hey, we live in a society where we're using everything. I would grab their graphic, cut it out, make it look nice, and make it pop up on my video so people would know that I'm using a Luminaire frame or I'm using that company, But everybody complained about it. And now everybody's going back to it. Not that I'm complaining at the video I'm watching, but I'm making that realization. It's just funny how things go full circle a lot of times.
Yeah. They said the same thing about Roger's boxes behind him.
What do you mean?
Well, you have boxes behind you.
Oh, yeah, because
These will kill a freaking drone. These will conformal coat your drone for you. You won't have to spend money.
that's right. That's right. You got that thick coat of nicotine. You ain't getting through it.
Yeah, it's it's waterproof, man. Conformal coat the cheap way.
Especially when it drips down your walls after many years of not.
Yeah, he's in your rubber. Look at the walls.
Damn it! I cleaned this 5 inches. Now I got to clean the whole wall. Oh. Oh yeah, in the field with Swift Fox FPV. I'm watching it here. He's running around a construction field. That's cool. Got some flow on.
Yeah, really back from the sky. No, the weather's been sucked like shit. It's been crappy for 2 months since spring started. Man, what the hell?
I like his music too.
Hope it gets better when Centroid and all that show up. Hey, Manic. Centroid was complaining about my yard.
What's Centroid complaining about?
He says, I didn't know you had a wire in your yard. Now it's going to make it difficult for me to fly.
We are talking about him without him here,
Yeah.
Let's continue.
Yeah, well, that's it. He's you just deal with the wire, that's all.
Yeah, fly through it, man.
Yeah, you
Fly
know,
through it.
push through it, for Christ's sake. What's the matter with you?
That's right.
That's what I do.
Don't be afraid.
Even if it's a wolf, push through it.
Even if it isn't a wolf, how about he's got Ginsu knives on his. We're talking about you, Centroid.
What else is new?
Yeah.
What I do now?
About you worried about the wires at said homestead in Canada.
Yeah.
I only have one.
Oh,
Don't
don't
hit
worry. Yeah. Oh, don't worry. I'll find it. No, I'll do my best. I won't even fly near there if I can help it. So.
I mean, you got miles of fields in the back here. You don't have to fly right here, right?
Well, I know. That's what I mean. Like I said, though, as long as you got yourself a long stick, so I don't have to bring mine.
No, you don't have to worry about trees. I can climb these ones.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, wait. I'm just noticing something in the chat here. Lewis P, did you succumb to peer pressure? What peer pressure?
What peer pressure? Uh-oh.
Donut. There.
Hello, Paul. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning.
Mark is his name.
I'm fending off Teeny. He keeps wanting. No.
Uh-oh.
Don't do it, Paul. Don't do
I
it.
told him you didn't like that kind of stuff, and he just wanted to look you in the eye and say why.
Oh, it's a he?
Yeah,
Oh,
he.
Shit. I thought it was a she.
How can
No.
you shout at the he?
It. Well, you have to look close. You know, it's
You look under the leg somehow?
Yeah, you look under the flap.
Flap.
Yeah. Sock puppets have flaps. They don't have
Okay,
legs.
so I think it was Back from the Sky who asked the question and about teeny weeny, and I warned you that it would happen in a few minutes. Here's the cringe moment.
Night Train's got
It
it.
has begun.
Night Train's got it.
Weird. Yeah. Weird.
What's the Night Train got?
He ain't got nothing. He just says it's weird.
Yeah, this is cringe time. So buckle up. Get ready for it. I've got
Grin and bear it. Grin and bear it.
I've got my mouse pointer poised above the red hang up button.
Oh, I'm out on a moment's notice too, brother. I am too.
Hey, what's mine? Mr. Crowley. Night Train. Donut.
Oh no, Mr. Crowley, please don't go there. There's an oldie but a goodie.
Oh, Jesus, no. Just sub drone, but yeah, okay. Oh yeah, okay, all right. Tammy, you've got yourself into something here.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Tammy. I'm really saying that's frog push, right?
Yeah, frog.
Yeah,
push.
I'm really sorry, Tammy, that you came in on such a day.
Good morning. Good morning, Paul. How you doing?
Good morning.
for what it for tweets.
I already flew this morning, so
Oh, you did? Huh.
yeah.
How's your weather, man?
Well, it's crappy, but it wasn't raining, so I went and flew a ship.
Oh,
No, that's the beauty part. It's not raining.
Yeah. Well, it is now, but it wasn't then.
Okay. And your drone can handle the winds.
Oh yeah, I can fly up to 35-mile-an-hour winds. Don't like to, but I can.
I've flown in like 40 and 50 mile an hour winds. It's crazy because you can feel if you know. Well, yeah, if you can hit the slipstream, and then
Yep.
fight it coming back. So
Yeah.
I'll tell you a story. So one of my friends who works in in a drone related field, he was piloting or co-piloting a rather big drone. And it's in our area because we're one of the 7 test corridor areas that we can fly drones and do testing and blah, blah, blah. Well, he was telling all these NASA eggheads, and they were literally guys from NASA who were flying a drone on a mission for whatever purpose. He couldn't tell me, but they were flying a drone. And my friend Zevi was saying, like, all right, guys, you got to take into account battery life and headwinds and all that stuff. So they took readings of the headwinds and so on and so forth on the ground, but didn't take into account the micro weather that was one of their missions, testing out micro weather for drone flight. The micro weather readings that they were trying to look at up in the air. Well, the crosswinds were really heavy that day, apparently. So they took off, and they had like 20 or 30 minutes worth of battery on the particular drone that they were flying. And they didn't take into account that when they turned around to fight the headwinds back, they almost lost it. And this was like $1 million, $2 million drone coming back And now this wasn't like one of those, typical FPV or DJI. This was like miles, like 10 miles of distance that they were trying to traverse very quickly under a power, and they just completely did not. The battery I don't know. The battery wasn't 20 minutes long. It was like maybe more than that. It was on a big drone.
Suffice it to say, they were running low on time.
And so he had to take over the controls to manage it because he knew how to fly in a different. I don't know. He explained it to me, and I kind of was like, "Oh my god!" I just heard $1 million drone almost into the woods, and I was like, "Great, that's awesome." But yeah, you've got to take into account all of these factors. But as you can find the slipstreams, and when you get into it, man, you tear. But when you're going against it, it too, because it's like one of those seagulls you see at the lake or whatever, fighting the wind, and they're just hanging there.
Yep.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
and the key is I've found is probably he knows, you have to vary your altitude and angle. In other words, like if you can't come straight into the headwinds, you got to do over to here, over to there, over to here, over to there, and make forward progress.
Yeah, it's almost like a vector analysis, if you will. That you have to know, or a better analogy, I guess, if you're trying to go through a wind, it's kind of like a switchback going up a hill.
Yep.
You're trying to fight instead of going head on. You're taking little chunks of it. Yeah.
Dude, Was Blind is asking, is there a drone that records and can fly in the sky and go underwater?
Yes, there are.
Yeah, but expensive as hell.
Oh,
Yeah, they're not out. I mean, you could build one. There's let me see. If you go to Peter Stolgerall, he's done it. He's done a lot of crazy stuff. I'll try and throw the link in for you.
What's the name of that company that sells them that are pre-made and you just fly them? Something drones. Splash drones.
Yeah, It looks like, I think if the one I'm thinking about that we're talking about, it kind of looks like a beer keg.
Yeah. Well, no, this one's orange, and it's called a splash drone, and it has a camera on board.
Oh, it looks sort of like a DJI, but it is orange. Yes, I have seen it. Yes.
Yeah, but I don't think it goes underwater. I think you can film underwater, but I don't think itself can be submerged.
No, I think it does.
It does go under.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
And now the reason that works, but I think, and tell me if I'm wrong. You can't get good FPV through that.
No.
So they're using other types of antenna that probably now. How well does Wi-Fi transverse through?
It doesn't. That's the problem.
So they're probably losing a lot of video on that, or it doesn't work because you're going to
temporary. I think it's temporary.
What I have seen on the splash drone, if you go into the water, it still is positive buoyancy. So if it loses, it comes up to the surface again.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be underwater for any ordinary amount of time. I think you can dive down and get some momentum going, get your shot, and then you'll slowly start coming back. Yeah. Because even your submersible drones that they're putting on the market that cost $3,000, they're tethered to the surface
because you can't get the signal through the water.
No, it's a gimmick.
Yeah. Well, I mean, having a waterproof drone is not a bad idea, though.
However, if you have some ability for GPS underwater, would that affect it? Because then couldn't you theoretically?
Well, GPS you still need signal from the satellite.
Right. So there's nothing.
Not yet.
Yeah, nothing that's small enough to put on a drone to be able to penetrate.
No, not yet. Yeah, I mean the thing that one of the best concepts for submersible drones is the one where it has a buoy that's tethered to
you were talking about that. Yeah.
And then you're not tethered to the buoy, so you can remotely control the drone and the buoys out there. Yeah. You almost have infinite amount of distance based on the signal
from the buoy, though, and the idea is that it's sticking out of the water.
Now, if you could design a drone that could do that, what if you wanted it to invert the propellers or whatever, and be able to use it to steer and do what it wanted underwater, then what you'd have to have is some sort of buoy that you could deploy as you go underwater, and then it stays on the surface. Then you can do your thing underwater.
Right.
And
So
then
that
you
it's
got to be able to
that'd be
retract
cool.
that buoy. Yeah. Then it's got to be able to retract as you get back to the surface, and then that'd be cool if you could take off from. I'm sure it could be done, but like Kim said, that would be a lot of money.
A lot of work and a big ass headache.
Yeah.
Well, you guys saw the Black Hornet, right? The small little helicopter.
Oh yeah, that was like.
I mean, God, man, that is just a 20-minute battery life on that thing. Full range FPV, satellite links.
Shit.
One hand motion, control.
What's the cost on that again?
Yeah, like $80,000.
Oh,
Yeah, and it's what, 3 inches long?
Yeah,
Well, they're
almost
getting-
imperceptible when it flies near you. So
they're getting their money back through government contracts. That's where they're getting their money.
Yeah.
Good morning, Andrew. How you doing? Pusa Studios. Happy
Uh-oh, Poos is in. Good morning, Andrew.
Andrew, the Lord Pusa.
Roops colonoscopy. Come on, Andrew. Jeez. You always got to bring the poop on.
Oh man.
That would be a thing. Wouldn't it?
Well, there's a difference between waterproof and poop proof, let's be honest. Viscosity is different.
Viscosity that's all it.
Sorry. I don't think you'd need props. You almost need like a worm screw kind of. Yeah.
video quality would be terrible anyways. All you
Yeah.
get
It'd be shitty.
is water.
Yeah. Oh, you were waiting for that one.
I was so waiting for that one. I was just
You
working
lobbed
in the
it. You
background.
lobbed it to him there, Kim. You so
Lobbed
lobbed
it,
that
yeah,
one.
yeah, he lobbed it. Yep.
You threw an underhand at him. He struck at it.
It splattered all over the place.
I can see.
Well, we've put an end to that.
Which end?
Full power out of the water.
Once again, Frog Push, I'm very sorry.
June the 20th and 25th.
Very, very sorry.
Actually, they have that kind of drone already in the medical field. You swallow the pill and it takes pictures all the way down and through.
Yeah, they do. They actually do. It isn't a drone, but it is a pill that with a camera.
Oh, that's a good one.
I guess it would be an unmanned rectal drone.
Yeah, but do you still get,
RD, baby. Yeah,
even though it's inside your body, do you still receive GPS and all that?
Well, hopefully the guy didn't move off the table.
No, something tells me you'd have to be tethered.
Yeah.
So a long string or something?
No, it actually records on board. I don't know whether they can see it live or not. I haven't did a deep dive into that particular thing.
Oh
But-
Lord.
Man, I'd pay for that footage.
I'm being nice. I'm just shutting up.
Yeah, it's really hard, isn't it?
I'm containing myself.
I can see that.
On another note, Roger, nice mug.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really. I really like the new
The
logo
coffee
too.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is. Yep.
Yeah, I might be changing designs on the t-shirts now.
I do like it.
Change it up.
I might change the design.
Well, what you do is you just introduce a sports model and you just keep them both going. You can have a choice. You want this one or this one. You want the original?
Well, you could call it the classic,
Yeah.
the retro.
Yep.
There you go.
We'd like to get some FPV drones on there instead of having a Phantom on there.
Well, might have the Phantom with FPV, maybe a Mavic. You know, just mix it all up on the T-shirt.
Oh Lord, Andrew, stop, please stop. Oh my God. An image. Everybody getting that one?
Look, as soon as my wife's done drying her hair, I am out of this.
And you're the one that says I take it too far, Andrew.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think it's apropos that Andrew probably joined the chat or joined the panel because of he and Mark having the same father, you know. So
What? Tammy will go blind.
Poor Tammy.
She doesn't need to see this.
Poor Tammy.
you know, Mark should have his brother with him on the panel. In fact, what would be a classic? Oh, we should have thought of that, right? Maybe next year. We should have them do a DNA test right online on Father's Day.
Ay.
Okay, wait. Roger could be trying to be Maury Povich.
Yeah, exactly.
Kim could be the bouncer guy.
Yep.
Why does it got to be Maury? Can't it be what's his name?
All right, Ricky.
Jerry Springer. No,
Ricky.
Jerry Springer.
Jerry Springer. Okay.
Yeah.
The paternity test to go bad.
And your DNA test or paternity test just came in.
Yeah, here it is.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm sorry, Andrew. I'm so sorry. And Tammy.
And
Sorry.
the verdict is, yeah, there you go.
Kim's the father. No. Teeny weeny.
Shut up.
Mark's getting nervous. He's starting to sweat. See it? See the birds, beads of perspiration?
Not sweating.
Come on, Andrew. I dare you. Come on.
Uh oh. Yeah, that was a challenge.
Challenge. Where's my gauntlet? No, slap my feet. I challenge you.
Did you guys see the day that Ben Cab 7 was on the set with them? Oh my God! Was that?
When he was at Poose's place?
Yeah.
Yeah, the poor guy looked like he was strapped to that couch and he couldn't move.
And that little cone hat he had to look like he was the
Yeah, I swear, the way he was sitting there, it's like he was being held against his will.
Hey, that's copyrighted, man. All right, Creative Commons at the very least. You can borrow it.
Oh well, Manic Magic said he had a one of those ingestible cameras through his.
Wow, that's cool. Huge screen while I was allowed to watch. Oh, I'd be passing out, dude. I'd be like, "Is that me?" Oh.
What was the name of that old sci-fi movie where they shrunk everybody down in a
Fantastic Voyage.
Inner space.
Yeah.
No, there's Fantastic Voyage was the first
Oh,
one.
That's right.
The original. I'm old, dude. Remember?
Oh yeah, you're 10 years older than me.
Yeah. So, but yes, Inner Space was like a remake of the same concept. I think it was Fantastic Voyage. But
And they did a remake of the remake of the remake too.
no, there's no originality anymore. It's always remakes.
Yeah, Pusa said he had to be strapped in.
Speaking of originality, I gotta spout this off. There is a bit of originality. You know what my wife and I want to go see is Yesterday. Anybody know about that movie?
No, don't know.
Okay, ready? Here it is. Here's the premise. Okay, this dude, he's a singer. He's playing guitar for real crappy gigs, and he's finally going to give it up. He's played his last gig, and it was a child's birthday party. On the way home, the whole world, now here's the stretch you got to make.
Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about.
The
Keep
whole
going.
world goes out he falls, bonks his head. When he wakes back up, the lights are back on a couple days later or whatever. He's the only one who remembers the hit band, the Beatles. He finds out because his girlfriend gives him a guitar or something and he sings Yesterday. And she's like, oh, well, when did you write that song? He goes, I didn't write it. The Beatles wrote it. And he was around, sitting around a bunch of people. And they were like, who are the Beatles? You know, John, Lennon, Paul, you know, who are the Beatles? So he goes home and he looks it up on the internet. So the idea of the movie is it's like a Being John Malkovich kind of a movie. You got to make that stretch. But the idea of this movie is he's going to steal all of the Beatles hits and he becomes this famous, great singer by using all of the Beatles tunes. And that's original to me. I think
that is actually kind of cool.
That is really cool.
The premise was, Paul, is that he woke up in a different dimension where there was no Beatles.
What's that, Paul?
So the premise of the movie is that he woke back up in a dimension where there was no Beatles, right?
Correct, or something like that. Yeah. Because you believe in multiverse, there, Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the best.
I believe in aliens, and I believe in spacecraft.
Yeah, you missed the cursing. You missed the cursing there, Pusa.
Yeah. I did send you a link, Andrew, but I'll take it back.
Retract.
Don't click.
Andrew's trying to figure out ways not to have to come on the panel. I think that's going on.
Paul, wait a minute. I'm still floored from your reaction to me.
What's that?
I'm still floored by that. It's just he did not even blink.
No.
Are you okay?
Did I miss something?
Well, scientifically, there is no reason that there cannot be parallel universes.
Yeah. So you dig in onto that stuff?
Yeah.
I'm all in.
Yep. Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm all in on that.
Well, there's got to be, because how can there not be?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who was it? I'm trying to think of the scientist that proved the fact that there can be more than one object occupying the same space.
Well, that's quantum theory, man.
You're getting into quantum mechanics.
Yeah,
But I think he actually worked on the hypothesis of if he had a candlestick over here and a candlestick over there, that he could somehow merge the two together into one location. And that would be like two different universes.
We're talking Philadelphia experiment.
Yeah, that's the whole bending of space-time. No, that's not what this is. That's not what this is. No. That's not what this is. Bending of space-time is not what this is. It's different. Multiverse is way different than bending of space-time.
You're getting into string theory and stuff like that.
Yeah. And that's actually been disproven to the point where they're looking for other theories to start to replace that. And multiverse is one of the leading theories now.
Yeah, but see, here's the scary part, Paul, is there was a time a few centuries ago where the flat earth was proven before it was proven that the earth wasn't flat. I mean, it was taught in universities and everywhere, the earth is flat. It's got to be flat. And then all of a sudden, revelation.
Yeah.
There are people who still believe it's flat, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that's the scary part.
Even with proof of look, here's how we know.
Yeah.
Wow, that's craziness. But has anybody ever played with this website called Magnify the Universe? I don't know if I've talked about it.
You told me about it before. It's cool.
Wow, it is amazing. Just Google it, and what it is it creates a web browser for you where you can go into the micro, out to the macro, to the extremes. And it juxtaposes like one of the things it puts like the moon next to Antarctica, and you can see the size of the landmass of Antarctica compared to the moon. So it juxtaposes crazy things next to each other, and you're like, wow, it just gives you a whole new perspective of looking at size and difference and scale. And holy cow, scale. It's amazing to see that like sand or patterns at the micro or smaller level, patterns that are just as beautiful and unique and similar to the macro. You know, you can look at, you know, a cluster of things at the micro level and they look almost like star constellations. Look into the iris of an eye and it looks like galaxy clusters in you know, one of the stars you could find. It's amazing how those patterns just replicate from way down to way up. It's neat. Patterns are everywhere. That's why I like music.
Well, they are real, Swift Fox. The American government just released 3 videos from the American
Pilots that saw
Air
it.
Force pilots showing real UFOs on their screens. Yeah, it's been on TV for the past couple of days now here.
All right.
Now,
Pending the guy with the crazy hair on the History Channel.
Yeah.
How many people in here kind of like are open to the idea of ancient astronaut theory?
I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm in on that one.
They can't be making those things as smooth as they make, big and moving them like that without tools.
Well, yeah. Well, that's my argument. I can't say that I came up with the idea. I must have picked it up on one of those programs. I mean, if there were ancient aliens that visited the Earth and they were looking to build and do whatever they want to do, and they knew they wouldn't be back here for centuries, what were they going to build these structures with? They weren't going to do it with wood. They weren't going to do it with steel. Any of that would rust and decay. They're going to build it with big, huge boulders, aka things like pyramids. and they probably might have had the tech. Again, it's just all speculation. They had the technology to be able to move and create these things.
Yeah, but I'm even thinking about like further than the pyramids, like all how all of the structures around the world are related in geometric form.
Oh, I know, and
they're all pointed. And yes, they're all pointed to the stars.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, you know, we've always looked up to the stars, but people knew that the world was not flat back then.
Right. But, well, not to get religious or political, the flat Earth thing was more about religion than it was anything else at one point. Yeah. So, but you know, I'm not saying I am a disciple of this religion called Ancient Aliens. I just think it's an interesting concept, and I think it is possible. Yeah, I'm not trying to convince anybody that that's actually it. But there's definitely. But I mean, one can argue that you look at all the things that they've done, all these things that you can see from the sky that are so geometrically accurate, as far as you know, drawings and the way they're pointed, and they're just geometrically perfect. I mean, truth be told, they could have done that back then, you know, without special technology. I mean, the basic principles of geometry don't require that much. Let's face it. I mean, Eratosthenes actually proved the circumference of the Earth with a stick and a shadow. Yeah. For crying out loud. so it doesn't take that much. So, but.
Roxy's getting some loving from Roger.
Yeah.
Back from the sky says people that believe Earth is flat have flat brains as well. Smooth, no creases in the brain.
No, their gray matter has not been touched by any synapse. So here, let me ask this before we completely jump the shark on poor Roger's show here. Why? And I vaguely remember this from the week's news. Somebody found something hidden in the surface of the moon.
A light flashing. Oh
no! That was disproven a long time ago that it's glass on the moon surface. Blah 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 blah. But there was something under the surface of the moon.
Yeah, a magnetic something there going on. Yeah, I seen that.
Well, how many people? how many people here? How many people?
Remember, in here, my name is Lewis, not Paul.
How many people in the chat have seen a UFO in the air?
I'm still rereading and reading what Pusa said, so I
Paul,
can't.
did you read that? Paul, did you read it? Read what Booster said before we answer your question. Oh, that brought tears to my eyes. Oh, that's awful. Once again.
Andrew's trying to make sure he doesn't come on. I see what he's up to.
Okay.
I see what he's up to, Andrew. We see.
And once again, Frog Push, the views expressed by those in the chat do not represent those of us on the panel.
Nor necessarily do they respect or review any of the Canadian Drone Hub. It's just independent, you know.
That's good, Studios. How you doing?
Oh, Lord.
How you doing?
Type at your own risk.
Poots is on fire today.
Don't let him come on here. He will annihilate everybody on the pilot.
Come on, bring in my brother. I dare you.
He's already declined.
Been invited. He's just standoffish.
He's declined my dare, and I guarantee you, as soon as he comes on, my wife will be done hair drying, and I'll have to go off, and I won't get to play with Andrew.
Oh my God.
Well, but Andrew, see, the premise is that the area in between the left meets the right, you know, is the no man's land. It isn't one or the other. It's
Back from the Sky's got something to say.
Yeah, he's got a point there because they were able to do a lot of stuff without the technology we have today back then. Let's face it.
Hell, look at Cuba. Look at Cuba. Yeah. How isolated they were, and how much scientific advancement they did with literally nothing.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, the math alone. I mean, the stuff that they were able to do and construct. They were brilliant back then. They just didn't have the resources as far as how to build the technology. It came later, but
they always had the resources. They didn't have the refinement
of them. Yes, that's good point. Good point. No, but he's right. We are arrogant to think that they couldn't have done it back then. Well, I mean, there were some limitations, but the intelligence was there.
Yeah, they used thousands of slaves to pull off stuff that didn't have bullets. Yeah, exactly. And animals and so on and so forth that
mm-hmm. Yep.
was blind, coming from somebody who's probably speaking some truth.
I think we've been around that circle a couple times.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you that I can talk to you about the math curriculum in New York State and that last statement by was blind.
Okay, back from the sky, no problem. Okay, but there's one question though. Okay, we had aliens. Everybody thinks we had spaceships. I believe into it totally. But why is it we cannot ever find proof of their ships or wrecks or
one?
It's okay. Here I'll say it right here. Ready? Sorry, Mark. The Prime Directive.
That's it.
And I shit you not.
Yeah. Well, there's two possibilities. Number one, Prime Directive. If they're out there, they don't want to interfere or if again, I'm not. Especially they don't want to change our
especially if we're their experiment.
Right, we're their experiment.
Right,
exactly. And then there's the conspiracy of Area 51 hiding stuff from us. It could be any and all of that if it is indeed true.
Now, and I didn't say whose Prime Directive it was either. So it could be anybody who's pulling strings that we, there's facades everywhere.
Americans all agree that our government is hiding stuff from us.
Yeah.
There's governments all over the world that are doing the same thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you kind of go under I hate to use the the Men in Black philosophy of this. If we knew we weren't alone, the question is, what would our society do? Would it be mass panic, or would it be mass? Ooh, this is great. You know, that may be a cautionary role that the government's taking. Also, if they know that we're not alone, do we want to let people know what's out there, or are we going to go into panic mode? Who knows? Who knows?
Well, too, how about this? Here's something that, and I don't get into conspiracy theories, but this kind of stroked me a weird way. We're all on the ground, except for nowadays, and I don't want to bring too much politicalness into it, but I kind of have to. We're kind of happy with Russia now because of our political climate. But before and previous, Russia has always been our adversary. Even now they are. Okay, but China has been our adversary. All these other countries that we are now in bed with, one of the biggest ones is Russia with the International Space Station. Why is that? Why are there two governments on the ground that can't get together on the ground, but they totally get together in space? Is there something that both of them know or are holding back from us because they know both at the same time?
Yeah.
Sounds
And
like a new conspiracy.
well, but that kind of makes me scratch my head figuratively and literally, because why are we so chummy in space and we can't be so chummy down here, especially when we have such novel ideas together in space and forward looking in space? So they say. Are they really, keeping an eye on us back here, the both of them?
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Like or not. No, it's not one of them mornings. Window pane or which planet?
Well,
Yeah.
I did have an experience with a UFO. And I knew that was going to crack everybody up. But
I don't laugh because I do. It's just shocking to me that if there truly are more people that don't have or do have, that they're not coming out and saying it. And it's not like a ridicule kind of a thing, that it should be like an awakening kind of a thing. Like, let's figure it out.
When I was 14 years old, we lived north of Selfridge Field, which was really an Air Force base, and back during the Cold War. I'm talking about in the early '60s. They had a fighter wing there. They used to fly jets, and every once in a while they'd have to dump into Lake Huron and whatever else. But I was out, and it was on it was like a Saturday, and it was just in the summertime, and it was about 8 o'clock, and the sun was off to the west. And to north of that, all of a sudden I see this object moving very slowly towards me, silver. And then the next thing, and I'm watching it. Next thing, here comes a squadron of jets with their afterburners just screaming towards it. And as they approached it, it shot up straight up into the air and disappeared like that. And they circled around out there looking for it for a while, and then they returned back to Selfridge.
Wow, that's actually.
And I stood there for the longest time, just kind of like, did I really see what I just saw? And
Could it be not to debunk it or try to debunk it, but in fact play devil's advocate and find out why? Could it have been their own technology that they were chasing after? That it in your perception, it was like, oh look, that's what's happening. But in reality, it was like they're testing or.
The possibilities were, yes, you're right. However, at the rate that it ascended faster than a rocket. I mean, it was there 1 minute and just went, and it was gone. And it was a crystal clear sky. You could see for miles and miles and miles. And it just went, boom, gone.
There's lots of people seeing lots of things going on.
I
But
mean,
that's why the government's letting these files out now to show on TV and all that, to get the people prepared,
well, I mean,
so they won't panic at the last
I mean,
minute.
you know, I mean, you can't think that
Yeah, it could be, man. That could be.
Yeah.
you know, I mean, you can't say we're the only ones out there.
No, the possibilities are too infinite.
That's it.
No, that's the conclusion I come to. They're starting to show this stuff now because they know that people
There,
are gonna get it in their head there is something, and they won't panic.
there's more people out there. It's just the vastness of the distance to cover. That's the hindrance.
Hearts Adventures, how you doing? Happy Father's Day. Yes.
They're watching us. Don't worry.
Leave it to JDS. Talking about UFOs.
You enjoy?
I don't know, but credibility aside, there's people out there, as Mark and I both know, that are very, very, very serious about this endeavor.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They to the point where they study it to a scientific approach to even further try to validate what.
Yeah.
Hell, why not study it? Let's
Yeah.
prove it right or wrong. That's what I
Mhm.
think.
And the Chinese just announced not long ago that they are bound and determined to build a base on the moon soon.
Yeah.
Mr. Crowley says, "What happened to FEV? Now it's probing an alien."
Well, see, we're trying
Well, no, we talked about that other probing before, so.
You kind of wonder how in 60 or 70 years that we could progress in electronics that fast.
There, exponential growth, Kim. All right,
Yeah.
think of it this way. All right, so we're on a knee. We're to this exponential growth. Over time and ability, as things get faster, smaller, and better, we're going to hit a point where it's really going to take right off.
Yeah.
And the thing that's going to happen is if you put it into perspective like this. Okay, we've got things at the subatomic level that are mechanical. We've got little pumps, we've got actuators, and we can put them in solvents that make them move and make them actuate and turn into things. We can program them. Once we get better at that, what do you think we're going to do with those things? Well, build smaller things with those things. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
So once that starts to pair up, man, it's going to go very fast. And that's what the frightening thing is with AI, couple that with intelligent computer learning, that's going to even accelerate it even more. I don't know if anybody in here is interested, or I don't know. I'm a geek on this stuff, but has anybody heard of the singularity or what that is?
Yeah.
If anybody doesn't know, it's the mergence of technology with us. It's basically looking at us as becoming a hybrid of what we already are and emerging into a whole new species. And right now we're almost to the point where we're hybrid thinking. We've got brains in our pocket. Well, once we put those brains that are in our pocket and put them somehow in our wetware, that's when it's going to even further, get going. And what happens then, and when you start to think about that, stuff really gets weird, because they've been. Anybody else hear about this one gentleman called Ray Kurzweil? Ray Kurzweil is a futurist and thinker from like the 70s on the way up. He was the first inventor of what we know as a synthesizer, working with this other guy named Mugula to get all this stuff going. And he was the first one to really put out a synthesizer. And he made his money on that. And he worked in the music business for a long time, creating better and more efficient synthesizers. But he's really whacked out on the fact that he wants to stay alive long enough so that he can take part in the singularity, which he prophesizes like around 2050. potentially. That's when we're really going to see things kind of merge, both, with our hardware and our wetware will become one, our software will all merge too. And there's a couple of different ways that you could kind of think about how that'll go too, where we would go biology wise or software wise. Either way would be a mind blower in its way that it would go. I mean, as I said, things will get weird once we hit that knee of exponential growth in our technology. And my God, we are there. We're very close to it. Things are going to get weird.
Yeah, well, they already are weird.
And that's another reason too why I think that the governments, like going back to your theory, is starting to release droplets, planting the seeds for what we're seeing and what we're hearing from pilots and so on and so forth, because we might seriously we might be to the point where we're hitting that cusp and we're gonna get woke.
Time FPV, how you doing this morning?
We're right at that boundary.
Time, did you guys have do a flight, maiden flight with the drone?
On the cusp.
Yeah,
With the quad?
And that's then why we go back to FPV and go to lighter things, because I can take the air right out of a room.
It's fun.
Time FPV was on with Kush last night. FPV building the quad. I hope they're going to do their maiden flight today.
Yeah, I think if the aliens actually landed, I don't think there would be a lot of panic.
Hey, Drone Shots, how you doing?
Oh, I think so.
It depends.
People would lose their shit, man.
Yeah, the problem you have, Kim, is all of these sci-fi movies of aliens killing everybody and doing things that it's pre-programmed in our brains that's not good.
Well,
It would be more subtle. They would not look, if they're going to invade us, they're going to do it in a way that we won't know.
yeah.
They're smarter than us.
I mean, they're going to be populations of people who are going to welcome them and want to get to know them. But let's face it, there's going to be the population in the United States that are going to pull out their armory and start barricading because they're going to think
more Blade Runner emergent kind of stuff. That's how it would probably be done. Replicants.
That's crappy there, Tim. Time. Yeah, so you're training. You can't do the maiden today.
Or V did that too. They kind of like snuck things in.
Lewis, did you see that offer that DJI come up with?
Andrew.
Yes, and I have a lot to say about that, unless you don't want me to say it.
Well, doesn't it kind of remind you of Stargate, the replicators?
Yes. Yeah.
Did you see what Andrew said?
Yeah.
I jumped in halfway. Is Lewis asking Mark out?
Oh, that was a while ago, Paul. That was a while ago.
I know, but my chat's a little bit slower, but that just cracked me up.
I took care of it.
Mark's got my back.
Distance is futile.
As long Paul, as long as you help keep Mark out of the trees, you're a hero for that.
No, that's never
Mark's
going to happen.
keep Mark out of the trees.
Yeah, that's never going to happen. I'm going to be in the trees forever.
And you got to make sure
futile. Assimilation is.
He's got to stay away from playground equipment too. That's his next.
Well, I learned my lesson. I'm limiting my access to that.
Yeah, and then you flew a friggin' building.
Yeah.
Andrew, this would go much faster if you were on the panel.
Yeah, even if it's just for a few minutes, Andrew.
See, I was actually gonna disconnect for a bit, but I don't know if Andrew's gonna come on. See, I think he's just teasing us now.
Yeah.
You know, he reminds me of Cab 7. He's probably dressing up or something or whatever.
If he shows up in a diaper, I'm out.
He's having Father's Day breakfast at the moment.
Oh, okay. Oh, very kind of you to be paying attention to the breakfast and chatting with us.
Well,
Do they know you're doing this?
They just got to let him go because it is Father's Day. It's not Daughter's Day or Son's Day or Mother's Day. They're all sitting there. Okay, Dad, if that makes you happy, if that makes you
Now, wait a minute. He says sad part having Father's Day. Isn't that, should I be happy? That's funny. When he calls me Brother Mark, I feel like I should be a Capuchin monk or something like that.
Was it? Here's the steeple.
Yeah.
It's too bad Tesla wasn't still alive. I wonder what he would.
Oh my God, yes. He was let's be honest though, he was a bit of a nut job, but in the process he was a genius too.
He can't wait for us to finish Cassandra. That's a
Oh, he must be so he can go live.
Oceanic Adventures. How you doing? Let me go to your channel. Looks like a very interesting channel. Oceanic Adventures. I just supported your channel, and now you're at 397. Oh, we're getting rated. Oh. Hey, the Jedi Balloon. How you doing?
A Ralph raid.
Everybody, please hit that like button. Thank you on the way in. Helps out the channel. Good times outdoors. How you doing? Happy Friday, Farm Hall. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Happy Father's Days to everybody.
Andrew, come out and play.
Jedi Balloon Master, how you doing? I see you everywhere.
I think I got your channel supported already, the Jedi Balloon.
Yeah, I've seen him in a lot of places.
Yeah.
He pops in all the time.
No, I don't have him. I thought you have.
I thought I had him too, but
Jedi Balloon, we're at 1006 now.
yeah, make it 1007.
Well, thank you very much, Ralph, for having the raid. Yeah.
Thanks, Ralph. Angela Carter.
Boom. There you go. Farm Hall says boom. Yes. Sullivan, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning.
Italian Eddie Ralph. How you doing?
Yeah. You say like Andrew says, this is really awesome. Yes, thank you everybody for dropping in.
Armed American Patriot.
Yeah.
Bait the hook.
Edwana, good morning. Good morning.
So where's Roxy?
Oh, she's passed out in her bed.
Yeah. Oh, Lewis had to step out.
Yeah, he stepped out for a sec.
Yeah, this is Roxy hard at work.
That's so cute.
With her toys everywhere.
How old is she now?
10.
Yeah.
Wow, that's good for her. Wow.
Coming on.
Well,
Oh,
sure.
and Lewis isn't here.
I'm going to leave before he comes back.
Oh, look at this. Hand fed on top of that.
Ah! Are you crazy? Okay. I get the point. Oh, she's such a baby, Oh, my tooth! She always feeds it like a mother bird. No banana. No freaking one. No. Don't even try. Damn things.
Hey,
Hey, Andrew.
Okay. That's no lighter. I know how you are. I'll lose my eyebrows or something.
hey,
Hey,
Ksenia has a special lunch. Has a special lunch.
That's okay, baby. I'm okay, sweetie pie. I'm
Ksenia
okay.
has a special lunch plan for you, Andrew. Ksenia's making you gonna make you for lunch spam tacos.
Oh, God, jeez.
That is okay.
I'm okay, baby. I'm okay, guys. I'm okay. Two of them came in like thinking I got beat or so. Well, semi. But
Well, I was feeding you breakfast,
that's right.
so you can hurry up.
I really wanted to see her feed you the banana there, Andrew. Why-
Well, I wanted to. I mean,
yeah, I don't understand what the problem was there.
I can come up with a lot of things if you want to go down that road, but I'm going to break a lot of Roger's rules.
it's potassium
Yeah.
in it.
Then you're good with the banana.
Potassium.
You have two for me, okay?
Well, Ksenia, it's nice to have both Andrew and Mark as brothers on here today.
What?
It's a long lost family, me and Mark.
Yeah.
I get a little emotional when Mark's on.
Let me see.
Oh God, please don't hurt my eyes. Thank you.
I wanted to see a tear.
Xenia's been known to take my glasses and help them put them on me on a live stream and stick them either in the
Oh.
corner of my eye,
Wow.
in my ear, and anything else in between that can get hooked or hurt. So I
Ouch.
get a little shell shock. Oh no, God no. Yeah, this suits my character real well. This is me. That's me at the end. Oh. So there's Father's Day, there it is. All the things I hoped for would happen are happening right before my eyes. So there you go. Mr. Potato Head. Just keep putting new things on it. So
Yeah, you're doing your routine as a Barbie doll. They get to dress you any way they want.
oh yeah, this is not my routine, I would like to stress for the record. This is why I usually come on alone. This is like when you bring your wife to your barber shop. This is where it all goes bad.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm intruding in your gentleman's club here.
That's right.
There you go.
Boy, you're gonna have to tip big for the girls to dance if you're gonna come in like that.
Well, there's gonna be. Oh, she doesn't stop today. I just broke another one of your rules, Roger. I'm getting a little tested.
Real shit.
Yeah, it's not likely. Not like.
Happy Father's Day to everybody.
Yes. And this is what it's all about. So any of you young men out there saying, I can't wait to be a father, go get a vasectomy.
Well, I don't know. I'm not your daughter, so.
You're the leader of the pack. I need an adult. I need an adult.
Good morning, Mitch. Old guy in the drone. Welcome.
Good morning, Mitch. Happy Father's Day. Armed American Patriot. Good day, sir.
The
And anybody
Jedi-
that doesn't love Ralph's trucking, guys, grab him up from here. That was awesome, Ralph. That was really awesome, the raid,
Yep.
man.
That
Yes.
was great.
Edwina 365. Happy Father's Day.
So how
Everybody, check those people out, and if you see anything you like, let them know.
Silver bugle.
Get rid of the kids.
Took me 5 kids before it's a vasectomy. Couldn't figure out how they kept coming out. Oh my god.
Hey, old man and drone. Happy Father's Day.
Oh,
Ralph's Trucking, Brent Aerials, Green Patches, Drum Shots. Good day, everybody.
yes, guys. Ralph is getting close. He's 29.39, and at 3,000, Linda's House of Chill has to pie herself in the face. So if you can help him out to get that pie in Linda's face, definitely grab Ralph's Trucking.
I dare it to be blueberry pie.
I didn't think when a pie came to your face it had to really be too specific, but hey, that's a European thing, folks. Just smile politely.
No, because it's blue, and then it will stay on.
Oh, yes.
Hello,
Okay, I'll leave you be.
Andrew's on now.
Yes.
Lewis is here. Lewis is here. Lewis is here. Lewis is here. Lewis is here.
That is his trademark, isn't it?
As I keep getting texts from Mark here saying, Andrew's here. Andrew's on. Andrew's on.
No, it's freaking autocorrect. I kept trying to say Puss is on. I kept saying Puss. Puss is on. Puss is on.
Even the bats, they all do that.
Autocorrect.
We're used to that. Like I said, if we knew what we were going to do, we would have changed names.
See, what's mine?
Yeah.
Thank you, was mine.
Oh, was blind has just got this thing that Xenia can do no wrong. I can do no right.
Well, it's not just was blind. That's all of them.
I'm sure. Well, the kids are calling you. Father's Day
Okay.
gift.
Ocean Adventure says you guys should get drunk on stream. Who says we're not?
Yeah. Exactly.
You know,
Oh, you mean we got
coffee?
we gotta
Really?
stop drinking?
Coffee?
Hey, John Claude, how you doing?
Hey, Tasha.
Oh, the sound just go off or what?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you.
Yeah, just
I
switching
think
over
he's-
headphones.
I think he's protecting his household from the discussion.
Well,
It's-
you know, it's just like this. Andrew comes on, and I gotta leave.
no, I like having you here. I like having you here. I was trying to be a part of the conversation this morning. I was just trying not to do it.
Hey, Silver Bugle, we're off. He says, so what do you guys recommend for update recreational drone?
Well, we don't talk about drones here.
Okay, what
Spark.
This is not the Canadian Drone Hub.
it all depends on how you want to fly. Are you looking to fly FPV with your hair on fire, or slow and easy?
I still have hair.
Yeah.
Now, if you want an opinion from a guy that has a drone license and never flown one before, let me just jump in here and give you some advice. So, I
went off on somebody on Facebook the other day because they were like all these laws and stuff. Somebody opened up a Facebook comment, and then somebody else was like, well, the laws are there to protect and this and that. And so I was like, God, the law is stupid, unfortunately, because just like Andrew says, and I made point, I said, my cat could take a test, pass that test, become a pilot in command, and not ever fly a drone. That makes perfect sense.
And that's why I said it that way. I could have lied about it and said, oh, I wouldn't, but it's the truth. I mean, it's just because I'm very good at looking stuff up online.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And that's why why it's so ridiculous, because going back to earlier before everybody got on of that whole political thing, which I'll bring back up right now because it's fun to.
Did you say you had to leave?
Yeah, that's why. But that's another reason why drones are getting kind of kiboshed, is because it's something that's out there that governments and people can't control. And
So,
but on the other side, I just want to make this point.
Paul,
this is very important. No, Paul's hold on. This is not. Go ahead.
So Paul, what you're saying though, leads to the fact that you feel that in order to fly a drone, you should have to take a physical flying test.
Yeah. Yeah.
Physical
If
flight
we're
test.
gonna if
Okay.
we're gonna play the game, we might as well make everybody take a physical flying test, prove that
Just
they
like
can fly,
they do
just like a driver's test. But
Yep.
let me put this into everybody's craw too. How come you don't have to take a shooting test in order to own a gun?
We do here in Canada.
Not in the States. You just have to say, you're not crazy, kinda, and
Well,
they give you a gun.
That's because the phrase is goes back for generations. Just point and shoot.
Actually, somebody mentioned it earlier. It probably has something to do with the fact that it's in the Constitution. It's
Correct,
right.
and that's true, and I believe so on and so forth. But it just shows the disparity. That's all I'm pointing out.
Yeah.
But on that said, though, about the test, in all fairness, okay, I didn't fly a drone. I can look up things. That doesn't help me much with a drone. Okay, I'll be the first to say. But imagine you guys have a lot of ships in the States, okay, and we've opened up the northern sea part. Imagine when one day, God forbid, one of those ships starts to go down, and I'm manning a Huey helicopter with the Coast Guard because I took the drone test. Now I can fly, and I got a job with the Coast Guard because I learned more about helicopters than drones. You'll be thanking me then that I paid that $10 and did that test.
It only costs you $10.
that's
It
the
costs us
thing,
like
it is.
$150.
It's 150 for the test.
Yeah,
There.
that's right. So I can fly a drone somewhat, but a helicopter,
Yeah, you're in,
are
huh?
on it now. So.
You're a licensed helicopter pilot, but you don't know how to fly a drone.
That's right. And now we're bringing Magnum back in Canada, and I will be Magnum. I'll be running the chopper. So things will.
Farm Fanatic, thank you very much. Much appreciated. I seen you change your logo. Your
Mhm. He is killing it, guys. His videos now are getting like 8K views and stuff.
Wow.
Like some really amazing farm footage and that. So
Again, I think I said it before. Check us out on CNY Drones because we're doing this thing called Farmageddon next year. Everything is going to be relating around a team drone challenge and agriculture.
Okay, everybody hit that like button, please. Thank you very much.
Huh.
And we're also opening up. Well, sorry, Roger. We're also opening up an adult part of it. Before it was high school and college. Now it's going to be middle school, high school, and college adult.
oh, I thought you meant more you were going to bring in pornography and cursing into it or something like that.
Yeah,
That's planned for Metro Meltdown.
Okay.
I thought you rented out a nudist colony or something.
That's right. That's right. Let me know when that's coming around. Okay, because I'll promote the hell out of it for you.
Okay, for everybody I gave the wrenches to today so far, there's 3 rules in here. There's no foul language, no racist remarks, and no politics.
All right, so I just got kicked out. So bye, guys. No, seriously. Have a great Father's Day, everybody in the chat and on the panel here. And
Yeah.
bye.
Thank you very much. I got my oldest son coming over in 2 hours.
All right, catch you all later.
Oh, take care, Lewis. It's always great to see
Hi,
you.
Lewis.
Bye.
Take care.
Oh,
I'm not that far behind either. I got to get some stuff done
Oh.
around here, even though it's Father's Day.
Yeah.
is that any way to treat family, my friend?
Yeah, you gotta stay as long
Hey,
as your brother.
it hasn't been proven yet.
Hey, I'm there on the side of caution. So you're always the disbeliever in the family. That's one thing I'll say.
I was the black sheep. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's right. Just fight for the sake of fighting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm more easy to get along with. That was my claim to fame.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, so you got to work this week, right? That's right.
Yeah. I've still got a week and a half of work, and then I get a couple weeks off, and I go to summer school, start teaching summer school. So yeah.
Man of all drones, hi. Welcome, and happy Father's Day to you, my friend.
Construction cronies.
Oh no, construction cronies. Somebody said one time that Mark and I look like long lost brothers. So no, John.
Yeah, it's a joke.
It's a joke.
Yeah, don't spread that one around.
Yeah, exactly. Mark and I have never met each other. Mark, he's a teacher by day and he's a Chippendale dancer by night. So
Oh, you went. You blew my secret.
I'm not trying to start any kind of rumors or anything. I'm just saying.
Chris Farley style, that's for sure.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Now, if you could just get Paul and I on the stage doing it.
Yeah. When they colonize that breast, he'll be all steady on you. I knew you were gonna love that one, Mark. I knew.
Oh Lord, that was awful.
I was gonna really appreciate this one.
You would have gotten a spit take out of me if I was drinking coffee at the time. I'm not laughing. That when I read that, I just about lost it.
You know, I love you, Paul.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
I wouldn't trade you in for almost anything, Paul.
Almost anything.
Oh my god.
Well, the sad part of it is that as a surprise, Roger and I have a Father's Day gift for you and Mark. The DNA test results are in, and right here.
Wait. Where's Jerry Springer for this?
right here, we're going to let the world know, and I'm the first one to see the results, and the results are in. 93% positive.
So I hate to bring this one up. So when do we find out if you're related to Teeny Weeny?
That's a future one. Right here, the test results prove that you two 93% positive that you share the same DNA genetic.
Hey, Blizzard, good day.
What an asshole. That's a good one. I like it. And you know what? To return the favor, Paul, we've also checked for you. We found out that you do have a fraternal twin out there, and it is a 96% match DNA. There you go. Your long lost twin. It is great.
Yeah, I thought my cousin was Dom DeLuise. What are you talking?
Well, that's a given. This one was a surprise one that we see. The resemblance is uncanny. I just want to bring that into the forefront.
Well, you might
Roger, did this break a rule by any chance?
You might as well show the family portrait of all three of us, Val and I and Kim.
Oh, leave me out of it.
You don't have OBS. I can't do it today.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Ryan, good morning. Coast to Coast Drones, how you doing?
Oh,
Hey.
So I just wanted to leave that with you. I was a little emotional when I see this.
I will be posting the results shortly.
That's right. That's
Did I see about them Flight 101 pop in? No, you didn't pop in.
I don't see.
No, I didn't see him.
Night Train, how are you?
Night Train's in the house.
Blizzard is here. A Phantom Flight 101. There he is.
Yeah.
There he is. There's Herman.
What's up, Herman?
Ralph Strucking, thank you very much. Ralph Strucking, thank you.
And
Herman
Ralph, thank you so much for doing the raid here. That was awesome.
Hey, Roger, Herman needs an invite.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, how you doing?
Okay. How you doing?
Good morning, Night Train.
Actually, Roger, I'm gonna have to get off here. The news that I just received from Paul is overwhelming. I need to go. I need to go collect myself and reflect on
Mark.
this. I really need to.
I love you, brother.
I love you,
Mark,
man.
I love you.
Mark, a total blood transfusion doesn't make a difference. The DNA is built in. So
That's right. That's right. That's very comforting, Paul.
Well, I don't know who to. I don't know who you should feel sorry for more, me or poor Andrew.
I'm in good standing, and of course, Paul found somebody too. So we're all winning.
Yeah, that's Paul. That's Paul. Hey, Andrew, shut it in. That's Paul telling you guys Just this.
That's right. That was the first sign of life they found on Paul's left breast right here. That was the first image
Oh, oh God. Okay. Yeah. So let me go and collect my thoughts after that. And you folks have a good day.
Okay, Mark.
Nice seeing you, Andrew.
Teeny wanted to say goodbye to you before you
he
go.
left.
Mark, where are you? Where are you, Mark?
Oh, he's going out with the family, he says.
Back from the sky.
Talk about flying. I had to call my dad. Okay, Ralph's trucking. Everyone have a good day. Take care. Back from the sky. Thank you very much. Night.
Go for coast to coast drones. Why not?
He's off to therapy. There you go. But thank you very much, Armed American.
Was blind.
Patriot. Big Daddy's trucking. I really enjoyed you.
Yeah,
Ralph.
do it.
Okay, there, Phantom Flight 101. No problem. Have a good day, my friend.
Ralph said, "Who took the photo of my ex-wife?" I know what he's referring to.
Don't forget tonight, guys. Novice Quads is on tonight at 5
That's right.
p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yep.
Hey, Blizzard. Thank you so much, Blizzard.
Okay,
Much
Mark.
appreciated.
At 5 o'clock Eastern time, which is whether you calculate it as standard or daylight savings, it's still 5 o'clock. Be there on Novice Quads with Herman, and everybody will be there.
Hi, old guy in a drone.
Be well, Mike.
Birdball Kim, good morning. Check out the PS4 freebies this month.
Borderlands is free. I played all of the Borderlands, but it's free. It's fun, man. I like
And
that.
Andrew, when is your show today? Is it afternoon or evening?
7 p.m. Eastern.
Cool, Mark.
7 p.m. There he
Yep.
is. There's Herman, Phantom Flight 101.
Hey, Centroid. Hey, you have a good one now. Hey, Phantom. Herman,
How's it going?
how you doing?
Take care, Mark.
Happy Father's Day.
Same to you.
Yeah,
How you doing, Kim?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Wrap-
Andrew? Paul?
How are you, Herman? First time I think we've ever been on a panel together.
Yep.
Is it? Yeah, I believe so.
I'm
Sneaking
pretty sure. Well, it's an honor. Love you, my friend. So it's great to have you up here.
Herman flies the heck out of New York City. He's the New York City flyer.
So have you flown that drone yet, Andrew?
No, I'm just getting ready for the helicopter. I'm going to do that one first because I have more training from the test and that. So, and then when I feel comfortable, I'm going to do the drone second. After I do 3 rescue missions with a Huey, I'm ready to get that spark up in the air, folks.
So, Blizzard, I whooped with my friend's wedding. Someone ruined the flight footage. So sorry to hear that,
shit.
Blizzard. Yeah.
I tell you, how are you? And no manic magic. They're still looking for the pressure. Anybody who didn't join, they were talking about sightings and stuff. And I informed them. I watched the Discovery Channel the other night that North Korea, China, and Russia have banded together for a space mission to colonize Paul's left breast by 2025. So we're all looking forward to that.
Yeah, I've gotten several calls. They want to map it first to get a proper landing site.
Oh yeah, but the right breast is just completely uninhabitable. Like nobody can live there. It's a no man's land. It's sudden death.
It's been pretty much sucked dry.
They got oil though. They know there's oil there.
Yeah, Big Daddy Trucker. Yes, drones are interesting. Yep, they are.
FPV is a fucking bear.
Construction cronies. Sorry, guys, if I say your name's wrong. Sorry, because I am French, so I do make mistakes.
I'm not making no jokes.
At least I admit it. I am French.
You're like Benny Hill that time. He said he walked up and found a dog in the woods and it was a French poodle. He said he knew it was a French poodle because it was walking backwards and wagging its head.
Uh,
Oh, sleeping bear. I know what you mean.
hey, Props Off, how you doing? Well, thank you very much, Props Off. Happy Father's Day to everybody, for sure, for sure.
It's exciting.
So Herman, any flying going on in New York, or are you pretty much locked in like the rest of us?
Well, I just got off the phone with Lawrence. He's going to meet up with Justin. I would have been there, but I gotta go out.
Damn Father's Day.
You know, if you say you want to go and fly, it's not gonna be a good day.
I can imagine. Hey, Nomadic Bike, how you doing?
Mike, how are you, buddy?
Now, where are they going to fly, Herman? Do you know?
I think they're going out to the beach. Over by out not too far from where Lawrence is, out by the beach.
Oh, okay.
I got a caddy to drive me around, and I booked the parking lot for the golf. That's cool.
I was looking for quiet space, so I want to grab a 6-pack and head out to that place just in front of the airport. There's nothing around, so it's good flying.
Yeah,
Welcome back.
the aircraft have chased them all away. Nobody's out there. So
Something in the test, I think, was question 928 was something about it's always good to fly directly at a takeoff plane or something. I forget now. There's too many.
You know, right out here, when you see the planes coming into the airport, I swear you could probably stand there and take a ball and hit it.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Like they come right over the street, and then on the approach from the other direction, they're coming right over the highway, and you see them bank, and you can read every letter underneath that plane.
The Airbus 380 when it used, because there is a place right at the end of the, I think they call it the west runway, just across. There's the end of the airport, the Highway 13, and then this watching place. That A380 when it come in, it would just shadow everybody. It looked like it's going to fall out of the sky right in your head. Exactly. You could almost see if there's any when they were cleaning it the last time or any stains onto it. It was quite a beast. I wish it still came here, but they stopped it last spring. There was only so many Frenchmen that could send back and forth from Quebec and France. I guess they finally realized it wasn't enough business. So or they realized the Quebec French went over there, and the people from France couldn't understand a word they said, so they sent them home.
Who says this? That's a big ball under 250 grams. Oh, damn it! Good one.
And I have a French background, by the way, as well. I'm like Roger. We pull the French card when it's convenient. That's it. You speak any French, Kim?
Esper.
Okay.
Vous comprenez Esper français.
Okay.
He understands a little bit of French.
Yeah.
Where you guys live is like French. That's why.
True.
That's something that wasn't lost to me when I was there.
There are a lot of people here that speak French.
You'd be surprised going up to the stores here. There's a lot of people who do speak English, though.
I'm training them.
That's good. Your practice lessons, so that's good for them.
Kim says beer. There you go.
Oh, and I do love what you're doing, Phantom. I know I don't always get to comment because a lot of times with that night I'm getting ready to eat or I'm like setting up OBS and all the stuff, but I do listen in. Funny as hell. I just got to tell you, Herman, you are funny as hell. I love it. So,
well, I just try to be me, you know.
But that's the great thing.
A lot of times they leave the door right open for the joke.
And hey, if the door's open, run on through it is my theory. So,
Not your rolling.
Good to see you, Nacho, by the way.
And as everybody can see, Roxy's hard at work. So,
oh my God, that's very touching, Nacho. That's very touching.
No.
What a hard life.
Yeah, very hard life.
Yeah.
If you can spare $1 in super chats, so Roxy can have better days, folks. I think that's like one of those scenes there from Oxfam, except it's, so rough. Yeah.
Having a rough day. Whoop. Roxy.
Yeah, Indigo. I haven't thought of that. You're right. Yeah.
Stop.
One time I worked with a French guy in my 20s, and I worked in forestry, and his name was Miguel Filio, and he wanted to learn English, and he said, what's my name in English? And I said, it roughly translates to Me Lode Philly Me Kraken. And he ran with that for about 5 months, which was quite entertaining. So, I love getting phone calls from him all the time. Hello, Andrew. It's Me Lode Philly Me Kraken.
Hey guys, Kim's gonna stay on with you, so I gotta go. My son just came here, so I'll be right back.
All right.
I think.
Hey, Blizzard.
Their Blizzard gave to me.
Summer. Thank you, Blizzard. Much appreciated.
I want to thank you, Blizzard, for making Roxy's days a little easier. Jerry Lewis on here to help us out, raise money for Roxy. And a little for Kim.
You know, she is still going to flight school.
That's right. Well, she's got a 70% chance of passing, so. Oh. Do you think they'll change the test? Do you think after all this they'll finally make like the advanced test more of the standard test for
I think slack up on the rules.
Oh yeah?
I think they'll start be a little, because they did this before.
Yeah.
You know, they were getting extreme, and then they slacked up on the rules, and then
Well, they were being mocked constantly by everywhere else. I mean,
yeah. So I think eventually, once they get everybody used to the idea and all that, I think they'll slack the rules out. I hope.
I mean, remember the first ones? You can't fly over animals, like you didn't know if a squirrel or a moose or
I mean, these field mice and
yeah,
stuff
any
like
body
that.
of water where a plane could possibly take off.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Well, I don't know how much they'll go back.
What's that?
I don't know how much they'll go back on these new rules because technology is forcing them to keep going forward.
And yeah, in the States, it seems like almost more they're scared that they're going to go that route as well coming up. You know, that's like, I mean,
Well,
that happens a lot with Canada and the States.
Well, Paul will tell you the R107 test, and the reason why the way it is because if you're going to operate in airspace, then they want you to be well aware of what that airspace entails, just like an airline pilot.
Right.
You know, and they don't care if you're not going to be dealing with these things, because more than half the test doesn't have anything to do with flying a drone.
Mm-mm.
But you had the same cars, Mario.
Yeah. And I mean, I get that, you know, the parts on the helicopter and stuff like that, you know, which part, like, you know, it ended up it was the pedal for the rudders doesn't exist on like, I couldn't believe, I know it was there because I watched Don Joyce, by the way, who did a fantastic setup for it. I literally watched Don Joyce's half-hour video, took his advice and opened up those files. And if you ever do the test, by the way, a lot of people don't know this, go to the page that you want to search and go Command F, Control F, and that's your find. So if they ask about rudders, type in rudders and hit the find button, and they'll all get highlighted. And then you can just jump down from piece to piece to see which one's talking about what you need to know. That's kind of the trick to searching that stuff. That's where you find most of the answers.
Some of them questions were stupid as hell.
Yeah. Oh yeah, idiotic. I mean,
I got to do with it, man.
yep. I think we had 3 questions alone about the Queen and why she's on the dollar bill or something like that.
Yeah, well, what the hell, you know? It's like they threw it in there just to make up and you know.
Yeah, just to fill out the point. We got a certain amount of questions to get in here. You know,
5 questions. You only have 4. Just throw anything in there.
there was a question about flossing. I remember.
Yeah.
I just got a notification that they're considering a rule now here in the States that we have to yield to insects.
That doesn't surprise me.
Well, that's where the thing I said this morning about your breast getting colonized. That was one of the questions on the Canadian drone test I remember taking.
Damn.
What technology was used to colonize it? I remember that. They should have go watch Canadian Drone Hub for a month and then you pass your test. That would be more helpful. You got questions? Go ask Andrew. He has a license. He'll help you out. The way things are going, I'm going to be an instructor in 3 weeks, I think, without ever touching one.
They're talking about implementing some kind of a test for our hobbyists here.
That's what I mean. That's why I'm asking if that's because usually it's either Canada goes first or the States, and the other one tends to follow suit. So that's.
I remember at one time DJI when they first upgraded the app, when you turn on your app, it had to go through all these different new steps, and then you had to take that dummies quiz to be able to get your drone to turn on. And if you couldn't pass it, I mean, at least with DJI, it's like, okay, you got the question wrong. Okay, here's another question. You got one wrong. Okay, here's why you got it wrong. Like, you want to change your answer? Come on, and then let you keep going till you get it unlocked.
Right, but
with your drone.
But as sad as that is, at least it's still inform. I mean, I'm not saying it was a smart idea, but at least even that is informing you about what's going on. It's just getting you to think. They're not there to make you fail. They're just drawing your attention to it. At least that would be more beneficial than what we had to pass to fly.
Right.
As sad as that is.
To be honest with you guys, I can't see things being delivered by drones.
Indigo.
But they're already being done.
They are?
It's already being done.
Yep.
Yeah, order a bowling ball.
Oh, you're not going to deliver a bowling ball.
Well, why not? Just order one anyways. That is ridiculous. I mean, come on.
Listen, you got places here in the States that they can't even get your package there by truck. So they just recently had one of the people from the post office get in trouble because they shot put somebody's box clean over the fence today. They got caught on camera heaving this thing over the fence.
I just pictured all that.
Then you had to see it. The guy walks right up to the fence, and the camera, I guess, is on the fence, and it's right in his face. He can't see it, and he's standing there looking at it, and he just
smile.
What was it last year? They had a guy that he grabbed that somebody got a flat screen television delivered to the house, and he hoisted it right over the fence and broke it.
No,
they don't care.
No.
I built this computer here last year. I ordered almost $2,000 in parts, and they use a company here called ICS in Canada. It's this cheap ass version of a courier when they don't want to pay for Purely or not. And they dropped it all off at somebody else's place, and it took them 7 hours to find it. Like, I mean, I get it if it's a $10 fitting, oh, that sucks, send me another one. But how do you misplace almost $2,000 worth of stuff? Like, just shows the incompetency that goes on sometimes there.
Yeah, they don't bother reading.
Yep.
Or
at least you know that if you ever lost your mind, you can still get work somewhere.
Yes. That's right. There is a comforting side to all of this. And even if you have, you know what? You still might make supervisor. That actually gets you hired in the game.
Hey, Nomadic Bike, how you doing? Sleeping Bear, Blizzard, winner of the 2018 Summer Olympics. Shooting for the fence. Yeah.
Some of these people are terrible.
Oh,
the delivery is horrible.
Yeah.
They don't care whatsoever what they do to your package.
Mm.
If they actually put cameras up in the postal service and watch guys doing their sorting and stuff like that, you'd be amazed at what they're doing. There's a package that goes to Guam.
Yeah. Yeah, having package fight at lunchtime.
I've seen it.
It's true.
I've seen it. I worked in a post office that was under renovation, and we were there working while the post office were doing their business. They actually have this big, huge dumpster in the post office full of that mail that you like. What happened to my that you never got? It's probably in there.
That's ridiculous. Because they're too lazy to search for the correct address. So they just scrap it.
Yeah.
Sleeping Bear, have a good flight.
It's ridiculous.
There's, I love.
And I don't know. Here, I know, like in New York, I know that I'm the guy that actually delivers your mail. He's the one that actually does the final sort of the mail before he wraps it up and bags it and puts it out for the truck to put into the green boxes for him to pick up when he's out on the street.
Mm-hmm.
And it still gets into the wrong mailbox.
Yeah.
It wasn't always like that. You know, it used to be pretty respectable. But
Yeah, I
now
know.
Well, of course, I don't remember when I was a kid the amount of junk mail that there is today either, though. Too, it's like,
yeah.
Everybody's stealing everybody's information.
You see, like Ralph Mork, what he said. A friend of mine ordered 5 hard disks from a big NAS, and the postal worker tossed it over a 2.5 meter high fence. Now that's why I call it junk mail, because by the time you open it up, it's just junk.
Yeah, it wasn't junk.
Man,
And
Yeah.
Paul, it used to be different years ago. This is when Paul used to work for the post service. This was part
Yeah,
of
that's right.
Oh, that's something
Paul,
like here.
mail truck. Yep.
Yeah, that's when you came down here last time. You took a picture of our mail truck.
Yeah, that's right.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that thing, man. Jesus.
You look pretty sharp, Paul. Je m'appelle. Je t'aime, Paul. So, Paul, think about how quickly you can get your brownies if they come by drone soon. Imagine that thing.
they already do.
They already do.
Mine already do.
Listen to this thing I saw. They have this thing with Uber Eats is now thinking about using a drone to deliver the food to the driver so the driver can deliver it to the house. And I'm like, those meals only stay warm for a certain
Yeah. Hold up.
flying this thing up in the air 200, 300 feet in the air, 400 feet. My burger's going to be a fossil.
And the fact that the fans are blowing on top of it.
Oh. But they must be planning some insulated thing or something, I hope.
Yeah, then it's going to be soggy.
Oh, there, everything just glitched again. Now I can hear Herman, but I can't see his thumbnail.
Uh-oh.
I see.
Well, we see you good, Herman. Don't worry about it.
Oh, it just flashback and flashback. So
Yeah, I mean, imagine that. Your French fries is now one potato. It's been up there so long.
Yeah.
Or they'll send it to you with the instructions how to bake it.
yes,
Heat your oven to 350 degrees. Place this on a cookie sheet.
And supermarkets going out of business.
It-
You
it's,
could have did this on your own.
I mean, it's not a feasible idea if you think about it, really.
I don't think so yet. I don't.
Well, you know what? It is and it isn't. To us, it's not. But to this new generation, where I watched, we got a couple. The neighborhood around here has changed. We got a lot of younger families moving, a lot of this new wave of people and stuff. And we've gotten more bars and more these little restaurants where people want to go and eat these little sandwiches and drink these little cups of tea and stuff like that. And they hang out in these places. Nobody cooks anymore.
No, that's true. We do, and I mean, even at 45, like Xavier's 35, I'm 45. We talk to other people that are almost amazed that we eat as many meals at home as we do.
Mhm.
She makes as many meals from scratch as she does. It's just not the norm anymore. Like most people tend to budget in 3-4 times out a week.
Yeah,
Visit order a bowl of cereal. There you go.
the kitchens in the future are just going to be a sink, a microwave, and dispenser for paper plates and bowls. That's it.
You're probably right. And you'll probably be able to get your McDonald's right there in the kitchen.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a good idea there, Nacho. Rolling gas-powered drone and cooks the food on the way.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, they could call it flaming delivery.
Yeah.
Domino's still won't get you your pizza in 30 minutes or less. So look, there what difference does it make?
It's not gonna work.
Blizzard, I do have a 72-hour supply here in case anything goes. Yeah.
The
I,
drone
I,
delivery thing doesn't work. It's not gonna work.
I live here in the country. I got 72 hours.
And Blizzard, you'll probably get 2 drones coming over, one with the cereal and one with the milk after. So
Yeah.
the cereal's there in 10 minutes and the milk.
well, I can almost envision a drone hovering there with their pizza, waiting for you to come and get it. You get the pizza, and it continues to hover because it's looking for a tip. You know.
Well, you know what? Paul, you know what's funny about that? We talk about these drone deliveries, right? Now, we have this bank, Citibank. They had this whole project with this City Bike thing. And they eliminated parking spaces all over the city to put up bike racks, to put these bikes in there. Now, you need your credit card to rent this bike.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you go outside and you look around, all of the kids are riding these bikes. Did they rent these bikes?
You can thank us for that. That's a Canadian thing that we're shipping to the States now. That's
Do you
the export from Montreal is that thing.
Do you think these kids rented these bikes? I coach high school football, right? A couple of the kids on the team have this little key thing that they were sticking in there and popping the bikes out and riding the bikes all over the neighborhood by the school. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? So if you really want to start a company, drone recovery. They're going to be snatching these drones off of roofs.
Well, I just will show you. This is the scary part of drone delivery. This was on the news, guys, if you haven't seen it. That's what you look like when you get something delivered by post. I'll put the link in the chat. This is the honest to God truth. This is all over the internet. This happened last week. They went to recover her. They didn't have the tie line down to keep her straight from the ground, and she got caught in a mess. And
Yeah, it was an older lady, and it was
yeah. So 74-year-old woman. She did 175 rotations.
She must have been sick.
Oh, I would be puking for the next 5 days.
You and area would be like a sprinkler.
Yeah.
When I saw it, I was hoping that I was saying to myself, "Wow, that looks like the line is gonna pop." She was just spinning.
So, yeah, that's what can go wrong with delivery by air.
Yeah.
imagine your parcel from Amazon doing that all the way over. There, I put the link in if anybody hasn't seen
Does that anyway. Order a video game from Amazon around Christmas.
It's not feasible, that idea.
I ordered a video game 3 times one year with Amazon.
Oh, geez.
Just couldn't get here.
Unreal.
Just the idea of recharging them drones after they do the delivery
Yeah.
would be a nightmare. You would have to have so many drones on standby to cover that one down.
Yeah.
Our things here for our bikes in Montreal, is it called Pixie bikes or something like that?
Dixie.
Dixie.
bikes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're making them here, and that's where they're selling or whatever you call it to the States, and there's a bunch of other countries now, but it's doing well. It's getting better here, but still, it is an interesting concept, and I don't really believe into it. I think it was a total waste of money, but people are using them all the time. I see them using it. They'll grab it here, you bike to the metro station, just drop it right there, then go in the metro and do your thing on the way back. You know, you get a discount if you have a bus card or a metro card already. But like they just shut down another street here for Verdun Avenue is completely shut down for parking. Now they've turned that into a new bike lane.
Yeah.
We're becoming the world's largest village. I swear to God.
You ought to come out here and watch how these guys on the bikes think that shit has 4 doors and bumpers. he'll cut you off, and then
Oh yeah.
if you hit him, guess whose fault it is? Yours.
Mhm.
Always the driver.
Yeah, but it's
All
just
the time.
it was her birthday, 75, but they times.
Oh man, that'd be horrible. You'd be throwing up sick.
Oh, that would be the worst nightmare that would ever happen to her to be rescued from. It'd be like, put me back.
Even if you had your eyes closed, you
Oh.
still would feel that motion of spinning.
It's such a bizarre video, and I have such a dark sense of humor. I watched it like.
Well,
6 times.
especially when you're laying on your back and you got this
Oh,
helicopter,
Yeah.
above you, and it sits still, and you're going like this, and you're looking at that.
Oh man, that's horrible.
It's like the ultimate torture. It really is. The old gal was okay in the end, though. I'll give her that. So.
I'm surprised.
I bet she never flies again.
The good thing it didn't give her a heart attack.
Well, yeah. Well, we got her out of the woods. She took a massive heart attack, though, from the rescue. So I call it a semi-success. Exactly, Blizzard. She's never going to call them again.
Shit, no.
She'll crawl her way to wherever she's going to go.
Almost make a movie out of that one.
Nomadic. Yeah. Did you see Nomadic's bike live stream the other day, Andrew, when Gills was there?
I caught it after they were done. I watched it. Yes, it was nice to see them together. That was cool.
Yeah. That
was really cool. He's traveling all over the place. He's got a bunch of stops. He did Ghost Mafia, and he did Archive Adventures already. He did Nomadic Bikes. He's got a bunch of people on the list. He's going all the way out to Illinois and that.
Okay.
Him and his son.
Took her 2 days to stand up straight.
Oh yeah. It was I'm sure it was. I'm really glad you guys got together. That was really cool. Yeah, exactly. That pilot just finished the advanced drone test. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So, Roger, has the family got any big plans for you for today, or?
No, not really. I thought it was my son coming here because the car exactly like my son's, but it wasn't him. It was somebody looking for directions.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
That's directions.
Yeah. My son and my granddaughter are supposed to be coming down this afternoon.
They must not watch too many movies.
Yeah, I was gonna say a little deliverance going on.
I'm not stopping nowhere in the middle of nowhere to ask for no directions.
You're a long way from home, boy.
Okay, old guy in the drone. You have a good one, and a happy Father's Day to you, my friend.
My old guy.
Oh, that'd be so cool. Kim stand at the door and shotgun and cross arm like that. That look on his face.
Did you ever see that movie? What is it? Devil's Rejects.
No.
The House of 1,000 Corpses. The same thing. People stopping for directions in the middle of nowhere, and the guy leads them down the road to this house. Next thing you know, they're stuck. Nah, I'm good.
Okay, sleeping bear.
Oh.
They still get deliveries from bush pilots here at Rogers. Feels like it when I train.
Well, Roger's covered at least as a good YouTuber because if you ever find out his address and you go by Google Maps, it's going to take you 28 kilometers away from his house in the opposite direction. So I don't know if he planned it that way or not, but hats off to you on that one. One of the night when I surprised him, he had already given me his address, said to send something. I forget what that time. And then I looked it up and I'm like, this doesn't sound right for where he said. So then I had to find a way for him to give me the real address where he lives without causing it. So, because I would have been so far away from you.
And excuse the expression, but you would have been fucked.
Yeah. And that's Roger broke a rule, folks. It's free flowing. That means we got 3 minutes now to say whatever's on our mind.
Especially around here, it's easy to get lost.
Before you know it, you're looking at a sign saying, "Welcome to the USA."
Yes, exactly. You are on your way down to it. Well, I almost had to drive to the border to get Tim Hortons coffee.
Yeah, tabernacle.
There you go, Blizzard. Yep.
Tabernacle. Guys, on that note, though, the kids do have a lot of stuff planned for me, so I'm going to let you guys go. Thanks for hanging out with me.
Yeah, sure, you take care.
Happy Father's Day. You
Yeah.
have a good one today.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Later. Happy Father's
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Oh, yeah. You guys take care. Herman, it was fantastic sitting on the panel with you. Love what you do. Keep on being amazing.
Thank you. Nice hanging out with you. Happy Father's Day.
Right back at you. Right back at you. Thank you. And Paul, the floor is yours. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. All rise. Andrew the Magnificent, the all-seeing, all-knowing Lord of live stream is about to depart. All rise.
So awful. You got a good heart. I know you love us. I just think about 8 Shades of Red every time. I try to face it up, but
You see it tonight there, Andrew.
Bye.
oh yeah, definitely, guys. Hope to see you. Love you all. Take care. Bye now.
Oh, hail. Oh, hail. I know when I do that, it drives him crazy.
Yeah.
Hugh Garrett-Jones, how you doing?
So Herman, what's your plans today? You said you got to go out, or?
I don't know what they have planned for me. They just told me that we were going out at 12:30, so I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
Who was saying? They're saying something about organ deliveries by drone. They've already started doing things like that.
Yes. Actually, UPS and this Dr. Gwen over in North Carolina is they've already started that, and Zipline over in Africa is doing it, and Wing Aviation here in the United States is getting ready to start doing things like that in Virginia. So it's being done. I mean, if they can deliver a kidney, they can deliver a pizza.
It's too much Jetsons, watching that cartoon Jetsons, and
They're running over 200 missions a day. Some of these drones.
Yeah, it's a fab.
Yeah.
It'll pass. The cost alone for just keeping up as many drones as they need to do the job, and plus.
Yeah, but they're not paying a human being to get it over there.
Yeah, but they need a pilot.
Yeah, but they don't need a truck now.
Yeah.
They don't need a car. They don't need a vehicle.
There's a load limit that the drone can carry. He's going to carry makeup and brownies and stuff like that.
Well, you're gonna have needs for like diabetics that need emergency insulin, or you're gonna have a need for people that just maybe need aspirin or whatever from the drugstore or whatever right away, and that's what it's going to be geared toward. It's like the bowling balls and the heavy stuff. They're still going to come by truck.
I saw a video the other day of the drones are getting ready to go flying. They go over it looks like a big half barrel. And it lowers down, picks up the thing, then it goes delivers, and all the stuff's inside of that. And the weight limit was 700 pounds.
Yeah.
They can either go to distribution,
so they're not just like little drones. They're big,
right? And if you check it out, was it Boeing, and some of them are working on drones that are just as big as your kitchen table for delivery, if not bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what they plan on doing too is, let's say it's shipping for long ways. These companies are setting up these distribution centers every so far. And what they do is they'll just fly between distribution centers. Like if you order one from here, the next guy will send a replacement from there, and then just daisy chain along,
Right. Like, Roger, how far do you live from the pharmacy?
25 miles.
Oh yeah,
Well,
25 miles.
now, in an area like here in the city where it's densely populated, that would be hard.
Mm.
But we have a pharmacy like on every other block or so.
Yeah.
In an area where it's a rural area and people have to travel far, you can have a drone go from that area and drop in at home's emergency, for prescription refills and stuff like that for elderly, anyone. It's possible. On a major scale, you're going to see them flying around delivering pizzas and Chinese food and all kind of. I don't think so. But as far as like trying to reach small stuff into rural areas, yeah, that for emergency, because that's already being done.
Mm-hmm.
And they already talked about how it's cutting down on the amount of trips that they would have to make, either on foot or in a car by a courier, and the time.
Yeah.
Instead of having to wait for traffic lights and stuff like that, this thing can go cut across on a straight route.
Yeah.
To where it has to go.
Sure.
I don't see it delivering. Like I ordered 4 tires for the car. It's not delivering that. No.
Or a couch or a TV.
We still have to worry about the guy throwing our TV over the fence. The drone's not going to deliver that.
Hey Val, how you doing?
Hey,
She hasn't have your in yet.
Muted.
The
There you go.
logistics would be a nightmare.
Hi Val.
Hey. Hey, Herman.
Did you get my message, Val?
Huh?
Did you get my message that I sent you?
When?
Uh-oh. Well, I sent you a message the other day when I found out that I was getting kidnapped today.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't think I was going to be around at 1 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I let Curtis know
Mm-hmm.
because you're going to be gone. And so we went on last night and did mine.
Okay.
So now you can set up a time that works for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I wanted to bring Lawrence in on it.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You should. I'm going to tell you
the computer is a little better than mine.
Curtis went on with me for it was just a couple of hours. It wasn't, you know what I mean, Roger. It wasn't that. We got rid of everything on OBS and he just gave me the 2 things I wanted.
Cool.
When I go on screen, I can bring the people on I want. So it's a clear screen and they're there.
Good.
And then I have a page I can put up in the very beginning for 10 seconds as like a logo, a page, right? That's it. That's all I want. I don't want anything else. So last night we practiced it and then I decided to go see if it was still simple. So I'm using Zoom and OBS. Went on Zoom, clicked it. I was there. Hit start stream on OBS. Bam, done.
Okay.
It's simple.
Yeah.
Well, Sleeping Bear, they're trustworthy as well.
Yeah.
Who's trustworthy? I'm not.
Hey Baduga, how you doing? Happy Father's Day to you too.
Oh, happy Father's Day, Roger.
Thank you.
Happy.
We give a wrench to the ones that are regulars and the ones that are new that we kind of trust.
And the ones that cause problems, we take away the wrench.
And you guys have all the options at Blue Wrench that if you see something inappropriate, you have the power to.
You got the power. Yeah.
I got the power. Everybody dance now. Oh, that's wrong. Sorry, I went somewhere else.
Okay.
No. Oh my God, you guys, what are you doing over there?
Now you guys want to dance.
Hey, was mine.
I dance for free.
They're here, not like. I miss things. It's fine. I understand. Busy. Thank you. They're here, not like your channel. Whose channel? Can't even make a normal sentence. Oh, I don't care about wrenches. I like a good wrench because that way I can smack somebody with it.
Okay.
She likes to be on.
I can do my whack-a-troll dance.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Oh,
That's
you-
how you-
I see you're at home. Are you working today? Or are you off?
This is my first day up, and I want to tell you, I was up till 4. I got some stuff going on that keep my mind busy. So at 4 o'clock, I was like, "Oh my god, I'm going to miss Roger's show." I was so upset. I was saying, "Do I just stay on and just go at 7?"
4 o'clock in the morning, your time?
My time. Yeah. I just couldn't sleep. So
But
I was up.
Duga says you could take mine and smack me.
Keep sleeping, Bear. Have a great day today.
Right.
Fine.
Bye, Sleeping Bear.
Sleeping Bear.
I just love that name. And I also love his little avatar with the bear. So cute.
Bean machine.
Hey, Dean. It's bigger. There you go.
Oh, look at that. Mine's bigger. Yeah, I have a little wrench, but it packs a wallop. Val, did you call for a troll? I did troll FPV. I did.
Troll FPV.
Nice. Hi, guys. Had to state my opinion. Okay.
It's okay, Sleeping Bear.
Yeah.
Sleeping Bear, did someone hurt your feeling?
Don't go
It
there.
happens. We all have to do our thing, our way, right?
Hey, Val. That
Yeah.
guy that you interviewed, what's his name? Jake Sloan?
Yeah.
I was checking out where he is. There was Alaska and some of the animals out there.
Yeah.
You know how big that Kodiak bear gets?
Yeah.
About 10 feet tall?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no, I'm not going out there.
You know, freedom for me. Oh yeah. So I was gonna bear trolls, those trolls. I'm gonna tell you something. Hey Plummet, they if they stand up, right, Plummet, none of us would be as tall as that bear. It's like it would engulf you.
Damn, man, the polar bear.
The
Take
polar
hand-
bear is bigger. And they make him so cute with their little Coca-Colas. Don't believe it.
You know, we had polar bears in the zoo out here. And some kids one year climbed the fence and went into the zoo and got into the polar bear exhibit and was swimming in the lake with the polar bears.
Oh, jeez.
Damn.
When the kid decided he didn't want to swim no more, the polar bear didn't want to hear that. Dragged him back in. He started to fight the polar bear. And that was it.
Oh my God.
Oh no. Oh my God.
14-year-old kid got his head taken clean off by a polar bear.
Yeah.
God.
You would think at 14 you'd be a little smarter than that, but they do these cute little videos of them sitting with little Coca-Colas and the little baby polar bears and they're saying, like to teach the world to sing, right? And all of that. Yeah, and they'll eat you. Yeah, they're not cute. You give them a bottle of Coke, they just swallow that whole.
What, a
They,
bear?
you can't think of them like that.
I didn't think he would know what
Oh,
to
you
do.
remember that? And the parents sued? How can you sue? How can you sue that? You snuck in. You
Hey.
decided, parents, you need to sue the parents.
That's
Teach your children. Can't go in with the polar bear. Now, I don't know. Was he not quite right?
Who,
Was he a
kid?
little had some
Well-
special issues?
They all didn't get caught by the polar bear.
Oh, they wouldn't have.
His friends got away.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my, I'm just thinking the horror of it. I have empathy.
So
for the,
he must have been he must have been the slowest of the bunch. He must have been the slowest
Yeah.
one of the bunch.
Hey,
Hey,
Val.
Val's review.
How come
No,
you
you were the one that was in the water.
Hey, Ralph. Yeah, he was just. What? I'm just wondering. They must have done it like a dare. Oh, look. Polar bear is swimming with me. Hi, polar bear. And all he's doing is thinking, tasty.
Yeah.
Tasty. It's like bobbing for apples.
That's
Polar
right.
bear must be like, they never put seals in here before. Just them fish. Wow.
It's horrible, right? I don't even know.
It's like
I
Rob-
don't know.
Like
I
Rob
don't
said,
know.
there's no cure for stupidity. That's for sure.
You know, you see what Roxy looked up and was saying, because she and I have mental we talk. She was saying, even I'm smarter than that. And I'm a puppy.
Well, you know what? I saw a video where a dog took on a polar bear.
Oh.
I don't think the polar bear wanted anything to do with that dog.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, the dog got up in his face and he just started chop, 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 chop right up in the polar bear's snoot. He just backed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the husky just started ripping off bites into his face.
Oh.
All the polar bear wanted to do was get away.
He was at a petting zoo. Oh my God.
Dean Machine, how you doing?
Thought he was at a petting zoo. That's too funny. That's too funny. Oh my God. Well, I told you about, I was reading the book, A Bear in the Woods, or Bear into the Woods, it was called. And this guy was talking about that trek he did down the Appalachian Trail. And he was studying all these bears and all the things that can happen on the Appalachian Trail, what he had to be careful of. And they're saying, do never think that bears, no matter how cute they look, are pets. Because one woman decided this bear was in the camp walking around, and she put honey all over her baby's hand so she could get a picture of the bear licking the baby's hand. The baby ate the hand. I mean, the bear just took it clean off. Wham.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Said, you got to stop. People got to stop being stupid. Well, that's what I said. He said it was unfortunate or something like that. Nice kitty line, may I pet you? Nice kitty.
I take today, guys. I'm gonna be closing down at noon today. It's terrible.
You are? You
Mhm.
don't want to talk about animals eating people?
Oh, no, my son's gonna be here with my granddaughter and all that. They're
Oh, nice.
oh yeah,
Nice, Daddy.
Very happy about it being.
Well, since it's Dad's Day, I understand that Kim's going to be down there entertaining with his Phantom.
Yeah, right. There's nowhere to hide with that kid.
To hit me with.
What time is it here now? It's 11:49 a.m. right now. Yeah, was blind. Yeah.
Yeah. He wanted to hit me with.
Well, Roger,
Right.
I'm going to say goodbye, Roger.
Why?
I got some things going on, and Valerie and Phantom will keep you company until the next 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going with you. Let's go hit the chips, Paul.
Bye, Paul. You take care now. Be safe.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Herman, Val, take care.
We'll see you tonight on those guys.
5 o'clock with those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5
So
o'clock.
you're going to
Okay.
go on even though it's Father's Day?
Yeah.
Well, why not? I'm on.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody
But we all
cares.
know that you're addicted to having us here. Not necessarily the channel, but having all the friends come to the yard. That's what you're addicted to.
Val, you're still going on tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not a daddy.
It's
Oh, I
Father's
gotta
Day.
call my dad. Whoops.
It's
Yeah.
Father's Day, Val.
I know.
Okay.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers.
Bye, guys.
Notice how that sounds different?
Father's Day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Sounds different than Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers.
Val's review. I saw her around last night. Where did I see her last night? Oh,
It was all too nice with flying.
one of these. Was it Tony's review?
Oh,
Yeah.
might have been. Tony had some good stuff out there. I was watching his one on that thing that you shred stuff, and I was saying, yeah, I can't have that. It looked like it was hard, and I thought, yeah, no.
I'm not buying any more of those kind of gadgets.
Right? It's never what you think.
I mean, all those light bulb stuff and stuff like that. Yeah, those might work great, but I'm not buying anything that peels or slices ever again.
Right?
I'll use a knife.
I bought that one. Tony did a very late night live. Yeah. I did one where you push it down and it would put your salads and just chop them into nice little squares. And here I am practically standing on that thing to make it go through. And the guy on the show just goes, look at this. Let's put some carrots. Now let's do cheese. I'm like, yeah, I call them names. It was such a lie. Because I'm sitting there going, my foot on it.
I'm curious to know how long they practiced this thing.
They practice a long time, Herman, a long time to make it look just perfect.
That's just like, you ever watch those X Games? Like these guys doing these stunts on bicycles and motorcycles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, how many trips to the emergency room did it take before you figured out how to flip that motorcycle over? With no
And you know what? It doesn't bother them so much. They get over that until they get older and it rains. And then they're holding, look what I did to my body.
Talking about motorcycles, there's supposed to be a special there one night. I can't remember which day it is. There's this guy's going to try to do that jump that Evel Knievel did. You remember when he brought a bone in his body?
Which one?
That when he was going over.
I don't know.
Wasn't that here?
Evil 2, it's called.
Wasn't he going over the falls here from one the show?
Yeah,
because I know Pabst Blue Ribbon tried to kill Evel Knievel going over the Snake River Canyon.
Yeah, it's a Snake River Canyon. Yeah, he's going to do it again.
That's here in Idaho, right? Yeah.
This guy's
I'm
going
not
to do
fun with that. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Pabst Blue Ribbon tried to kill Evel Knievel when they came up with all kind of suggestions that could he get the rocket to run on Bear. It was what was it? A steam engine rocket.
Yeah.
They tried to kill that.
Yeah, they were gonna do him in. Hey Tim, UFO, how you doing?
Hey Tim, how you doing this morning?
Then he had another jump I saw years back that he was supposed to jump over this tank with these sharks in the stadium.
Oh,
where they set up a ramp where he's coming from like the upper deck of the stadium down, up over the tank, and across and onto another platform and up the ramp. He went up the ramp, over the tank, and out the stadium door.
Damn.
To the hospital.
Yeah.
You know, I have some people I'd like to have make that jump, or at least try. But I know they wouldn't. But I would say go for it.
And you know what his problem was?
What?
He used the Harley.
Ah. What should he have used?
He should have used a jet bike. It's lighter.
Yeah, lighter for sure.
Yeah.
You just woke up, Tim? Oh, man. We're closing down in 5 minutes, Tim. Sorry about that.
I think that's Evel Knievel. That's old school name I had. The toy. My brother lit on fire. Jumped over canal. Caught field on fire.
I had the toy too. That was quite some time ago.
Oh my God. Hey Lillian. Good girl. Good girl. Ooh. You would take care of any bears, wouldn't you?
I think it's supposed to be this week. You're supposed to try that. I got.
Yeah. So it means we'll be crowded up in Idaho for a while.
How's he doing it though?
Why is he doing it?
No, how is he doing it?
I don't know. They just said something about it on the news. I got a quick glimpse of it. That was it.
Oh my gosh.
Cross that is.
I don't know, but I know people still think they should be doing this stuff. I just.
Well, you learn from the mistakes of the other guy.
Evidently not. I'd say the first mistake was let's jump over the Snake River Canyon. Can't.
It's not a doll, it's an action figure.
An evil doll.
Okay, Sleeping Bear. You have a good one.
Take care, Sleeping Bear.
All right.
Bye. I think it's a doll that we call an action figure.
It's an action figure.
Yeah.
A doll's sole purpose is to change the clothes into nice, pretty outfits and comb her hair. An action figure does stunts.
I set the motor.
Okay, everybody in the chat. We're gonna start saying goodbye to everybody. And thank you all so much for coming in this morning, and much appreciated. And please hit that like button.
Hey, Sleeping Bear, Val's review, Bait the Hook.
Tim, UFO. Well, Donnie had to go to Paduga Pneumatic Bike was blind. All of y'all.
Hey Tim, have a good one. Pneumatic Bike, have a good one, my friend.
Hey, Val, review. I just checked out your channel.
Troll FPV.
Ralph
Ralph Mort. You have a good one, Ralph.
Okay, Ralph. Sleeping Bear.
Action figure.
Have a great day. Oh, sorry, guys.
I know that's what I call Paul's therapy doll, an action figure.
Well, that's a doll.
That's a doll for sure.
It does tricks. It does tricks. Got no hair.
Okay, everybody in the chat, have a good one. Have a good Father's Day, everybody.
Happy Father's Day, everyone.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Friday. Be fine. Be safe. Bye, everybody.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Gary. Val.